everybody. This is the Following Lucha podcast. I'm Steven, and that's JC, and we are a podcast where we discuss the lore and history of the hit TV show Lucha Underground, and then we talk about the wrestling that happened the week of that episode airing, and then we talk about wrestling from this week. What up, man?
Yo, Steven, I don't want to hear you ever refer to the year 2016 as history ever again.
What?
Don't do that. That feels so bad.
It's been almost a decade, dude.
No. No.
You know what's fucking crazy? You know what's gonna be crazy? Like, a few years from now, kids are gonna be like, dude, Fortnite, that was my childhood.
Oh my god, because that was. We were like
No.
seniors in high school when Fortnite became the thing.
Yeah.
That's just like 4 years away from being a decade. Steven, stop it. Stop it. Okay, Steven, we are here. We are the lore keepers of Lucha Underground. I guess, too, the history keepers, but I don't like looking at it that way. And, yeah, this is
Is it
season
really history?
2.
How much has Lucha Underground impacted the history of the world, you know?
I mean, I was
Like-
thinking about it, Steven, but these guys, like, look at, like, match number 1 on this show that we're about to recap. Like, who would have thought those wrestlers would be where they're at now? You know, we'll get to it, guys. We will get to it. But listen, we are in season 2 of Following Lucha, meaning we are in season 2 of Lucha Underground. We're only an episode in so far. We're going to be talking about episode 2, called The Dark and the Mysterious, which aired on February 3rd of, again, 2016. And, Steven...
Hey, we're actually like almost like 1 for 1 for like the week of, you know?
I know,
like,
it's kind of crazy.
Of like filming this, and the episode coming out.
Yeah. Well, once we start doing our random ass like movie watches, we'll really mess with it. But in the meantime, you know, we're doing sick. We're doing great. But Steven, as always, this episode of Lucha Underground started with a recap. Okay?
What happened on this recap? On our recap podcast where we recap the recaps.
The recap on the episode of Lucha Underground that we're recapping for our podcast is, it really wasn't that much of anything. It was just kind of a reminder that Katrina, Mil Muertes, and the Disciples of Death run the temple now. And that Black Lotus killed El Dragon Azteca, which started a war with Mexico, which caused Dario and his brother and Black Lotus to flee the temple. And so I'm really looking forward to the episode where Mexico shows up to the temple looking for Dario, but finds Katrina instead. You know, that episode will be sick as hell. But until then...
I wouldn't know. You know, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I don't think that episode happens.
You
but
know what I have seen? Episode 2 of season 2 of Lucha Underground.
Yo!
Kind of crazy.
Yo.
And it starts off with Prince Puma and Pentagon Jr. talking, right?
Well, kind of. Puma's getting some curls in, Steven. Also, Puma's never spoken a word in his life, so
dude,
they are not...
like getting jacked, dude. I didn't realize Ricochet was like this huge. You know, it might have been the angle. I think it legit might have been the angle.
Listen,
we were like crouched down, you know, like it was.
Why do you have to undermine Trevor? Okay, just let him have this. Okay, maybe it's movie magic, but just let him have it,
dude. Okay, you know.
How do you know that?
Ain't the first time, man.
How do you know? Where have you seen his crotch before, Steven?
Where have you seen his crotch before?
I haven't seen his crotch before. I haven't.
Fair. That's fair. The Pentagon's like speaking Spanish, right? So we'll never know if Prince Puma can understand what he's saying.
No, he's not.
I don't know if he understands
Spanish. Is he speaking Spanish?
Yeah, it's like subtitles.
Oh shit, maybe I was just reading the subtitles. I wasn't really paying that much attention.
No, the voice in your head was speaking English.
Shoot. No, Pentagon said, "Thank you, Prince Puma. Thank you so much for helping me please my master last week when I broke Mil Muertes' arm." Because remember, that happened after the bell. And then Pentagon says, "We are partners tonight, and we're gonna break the Disciples of Death, also for my master." His master's Vampiro, Steven.
Wow.
I don't know if you knew that.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And then Pentagon is just kind of a dick, and he's like, but after that, after we beat up the Disciples of Death, I'm gonna beat up you, Prince Puma.
And Puma's like,
exactly,
really
just
angry, right?
Stunned silence. And then they cut away to Pentagon and Steven. I searched in my soul to find what this reminded me of. Pentagon did this like a straight up Mario Party laugh, just like right there standing, like it was insane. Like he does a weird maniacal over the top laugh right in front of Prince Puma. And it was
He's so evil. That's why.
No, it was
so
silly.
evil.
I don't remember.
And then Puma grabs Pentagon right by the throat and roars at him. Right.
They do. I
which is
wanted to know if
crazy.
you realize that they
It's like,
kept.
is that him roaring, or is that like?
Listen.
Is that like a sound effect for like the watcher to enjoy and enhance, the imagery of Puma yelling?
Well, it certainly enhanced my viewing experience, Stephen, but I really was curious if you had realized it, that they were like very subtly adding in Puma roars to just him beating up Pentagon. It was so weird. And
Is it supposed to show like he's like going back to his animalistic abilities and maneuvers of the Puma, or is he an actual Puma man?
we'll
never know.
Never have been socialized. Like those kids that are raised
Yeah.
by wolves? It could be like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck?
I think Prince Puma was raised by shoot mountain lions. That's awesome.
Dang, in LA?
In LA.
In LA.
They went around just eating
Yeah.
the homeless, This is where he got it from.
I mean, to be fair, after like that murder spree that happened in LA with like the disciples of death, I don't know.
Oh, that one. Yeah, of course.
LA might be like a wasteland right now,
It might be, because there are many skulls that are building or make up Mil Muertes'
A whole
throne.
school full of like skulls, it's crazy.
I mean, I don't know if I would use a
That
school as the imagery for like how many skulls there are. Like that's a little morbid, Steven, but
whole like classroom,
no, I wouldn't say that. It's definitely more than a classroom
whole
too. It's just
office building.
that I'd prefer an office building over a school. I'd prefer neither, if I'm being honest. I'd prefer no skeleton men murder random citizens. But if you're gonna do it, I'll pick the office over the young school, with young school children.
What if those
Ideally,
young office men with children?
if it's bring your kid to work day, then we're fucked. I don't know what to tell you, Steven.
Is that a real thing? I've never been to one.
Yeah, I was never
brought.
brought to work either, but
Like, I don't even have that in my job right now. Like, there are a lot of people. I mean, does Santa count? Because Santa like visited my workplace once, and that people brought their children for him. Like,
you
sit in
had
his lap.
the Santa at your
I had the
workplace?
Santa. Mhm.
Holy shit, man.
Who knew Santa could survive the winter heat of Texas? But he did.
That's
Kinda
wild.
crazy.
That is. Did you give him any cookies?
No, I actually like stole like some because they had Chick-fil-A. for,
You
like,
stole
catering. So
from
I kinda-
Santa.
I kind of stole from catering Chick-fil-A,
Santa?
Some people were like stealing gallons, dude, of chicken nuggets, dude. It was crazy.
Gallons?
Gallons of chicken
Why?
nuggets.
Why are they serving chicken nuggets by the gallon at your work?
You not?
That's a weird
You count
thing
the
to
pieces?
do. What?
I don't. How do you count pieces for catering?
I don't know. I didn't know it was gallons though. That's kind of. I thought gallons was for liquid. I really thought so. I thought this was fluid measurement. But either way,
No,
Steven.
no.
Steven.
Yes.
Eventually, Prince Puma subdues Pentagon because again they start fighting after Pentagon does a Wario laugh, and then Puma just kind of like has him up against the wall, and then they just stop, and then they move on. Okay.
It was like a power move, like maybe showing his dominance over Pentagon.
I
He
guess
doesn't want to beat him
so.
up. He's just doing like a power stance over him, like
Yeah.
get wrecked, nerd.
Show him
Remember
who's
this?
boss.
Remember this, Pentagon Junior.
Hell yeah. Also, if I'm
The alpha
Pentagon,
male.
I'm also going to stop fighting at that point when I hear the Puma growls, because what the fuck is going on, okay?
It's like, what the
What
fuck
is
is
that?
this shit, dude?
Exactly.
Who is this guy? It's fucking weird.
It's terrifying. So we cut to ringside, Steven. We have Vampiro and Matt Striker starting off the show. And Vampiro starts getting really angry with Matt Striker because Matt keeps asking him if Vampiro's the one that told Pentagon to break Mil Muertes' arm last week. That was so many names I just said. But he wants to know, Vamp, did you tell Penta to do that? And then Vampiro is just getting so angry about it. He's getting so suspicious about it. And then they cut to Mil Muertes, who's still there, like lording over the temple. And the poor man has a sling, okay? His arm is in a cast. It's really
What do you
sad.
think he's doing the entire time, like during these showings?
Oh,
Is
do you
he
think he's just
sitting
like
in the crowd, just
Yeah.
watching? It sounds so boring,
It does. What? Yeah, forced to watch a wrestling show.
Fuck.
Oh, who would do that?
I mean, like he would catering anything, Like how does he go to the
Yeah.
restroom? Like can he go to the restroom? Is there like a pee department in that throne he's sitting on? Does he pee like someone's skull? We don't know.
It would break my immersion if I were one of the believers in the temple and I have a seat
Yeah.
next to Mil Muertes and I look
You
over
get
and
the
he's
toilet
gone
flush.
for a piss break, Like
You
it
just
just
hear like the toilet flushing.
yeah, it comes back. Toilet paper
okay.
sticking out of his pants. He really did a poor job. It'd be so sad. Steven,
And then Yes.
Steven, you know how
Yes.
like that's a thing in cartoons where like someone will come out of the restroom with toilet paper hanging from their pants,
Yeah.
right? Like that's not like a
Yeah.
real life thing that happens, right?
It happened to me once, right? When I was like,
no,
you know,
it
like,
didn't. No,
like, you know, I'm really,
Steven.
like, germophobic, right? I'm really germophobic. So I put like toilet paper on the toilet seat, right?
That's not a germaphobe thing. That's a rational thing to do.
You're right. Well, apparently it does nothing. Apparently, but you know, just to keep it safe, you know, I don't want those toilet sweats on my butt, you know.
Just for the mental security of not like rubbing ass with some other
Right.
dude, you know? Yeah.
Right. But when I stood up, right, I didn't realize that my ass was sweating enough to where the toilet paper would stick on my ass. So for a bit, I was
having a
like Jeff
tough
Hardy
time,
for a
Steven.
second, you know. I was like Jeff Hardy for like 5 minutes, and I didn't realize it.
Damn, that's wild. That's
know.
Jeff Hardy's going down to like the knees. That's so much toilet paper, just covered in sweat. That's disgusting. But
Bill.
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So I guess it does happen. So yeah, that's what's going on with Mil Muertes. He has that going on. And we cut
Maybe
to our
doesn't
first.
eat. Does he drink water? Like, what does he have to do with the like? Is he not allowed to drink water during the show? It's like he has to go to the restroom, right?
That
If
would
he drinks
also
water?
break my immersion. Like he's down in a Bang Energy. Like it'd just be really tough. It'd
Just
be
have,
really
like fucking
tough.
Starbucks like latte.
A matcha latte. That'd be so sick.
The fucking pink drink. That's what he's drinking.
Dude, I tried the pink drink for the first time like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
It was so gross.
It's just sugar. That's all it is. That's all
was
Starbucks
so
is,
bad.
dude.
And
I
it
hate
wasn't-
fucking Dutch Bros too because of that. Like people at my job like always get like Dutch Bros right before work. That shit's so fucking disgusting, dude. It's just sugar. Like how do you drink this every morning?
I tried
it's
it
just
once
whipped
and it was
cream
so bad.
On top of
Yeah.
like it's like a blended cake, right? With coffee in it. That's all it is. That's all
That's
like
tough.
Starbucks and Dutch Bros are.
But like I was looking forward to the pink drink because it had chunks of strawberry, Steven.
Uh-huh.
But like you know how
Were they like
Sonic does
were they
chunks
like
of strawberry?
Were they like dehydrated ones that are
Yes, they put dried strawberry in the Starbucks one, which is messed up.
Oof. It makes it like slimy, right? I think.
It just makes it
don't
not
remember.
as good, like crunchy. I don't want my strawberries to be crunchy. I want them to be
What?
mushy. They've been in a drink.
I want my food to be mushy. Are you a
true.
child?
I
You fucking,
am.
like chew your food before you eat it.
I am.
When your mom
Steven.
would chew your steak for you.
Listen, Mil Muertes is downing baby food up in his throne. It was awesome. And then we cut to our first match of the night. It's
Yeah.
Johnny Mundo versus Killshot. The last we saw
Dude,
Johnny
Killshot's
Mundo.
gear looks so shit, by the way.
Killshot's gear? Oh, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's just literally black trunks and like a
Yeah.
Lucha black mask, right?
Well, the Lucha black mask has like crosshairs on it. It's supposed to be like all Killshotty, you know?
oh
it's
yeah,
like
the one you can't see because
Serpentico.
it's black.
A
That's
little
awesome,
bit,
dude.
A little bit. But listen, the last time we saw Johnny Mundo, he was busy beating Alberto El Patron before Alberto just beat him up after the match. That was at Ultima Lucha, okay?
But then his ex-girlfriend came, right? Melina.
Ew,
You would know this
yeah.
if you watched the WWE in 2006.
I'm an
Or four.
MBB. And so Melina shows up and she's like, I'm going to help you, Johnny. But now Johnny's here alone. Johnny's just back by himself being a cocky bastard.
Is Melina just gone?
I guess. She's not here, you know?
So is
So-
that storyline just nothing now?
I mean, I can't. You want me to spoil stuff for you, Steven? I imagine not.
No,
Well,
cannot.
I didn't think so.
Maybe she is like a different creature now, you know?
Maybe
Maybe it's in
so.
the comics.
And then the last we saw Killshot, I don't know what probably is losing. I don't know what he was doing, you know? I can't imagine much. So, I imagine this is just an enhancement match for Johnny Mundo. Poor Killshot. And they don't really have a reason for the match either. There's no, like, stipulation
It
or
might just be
anything.
like, oh shit, we have to pay the bills. Just put this match up, you know? Like,
You're talking
yeah.
about Katrina. Katrina's like,
Katrina,
oh,
right.
shit.
The runner
We
of
gotta
the
book a
company
show.
right now, yeah.
Yeah, okay, of course. Vampiro officially states during this match that he is a fan of Johnny Mundo. So,
Character
lot of
development,
growth.
man.
well, not really, because Vamp flip-flops every week where he's like, oh man, I love the arrogance of this guy. Oh man,
it's
his
just dementia,
arrogance is
you
what's
know?
gonna cost him. It's definitely CTE, Steven. It's
All the
definitely.
headshots.
Yeah. Chronic
Dude,
traumatic
Can
encephalopathy.
I rant about something real quick?
Of course.
Okay, Mr. Killshot does a 450, two count, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the 450 and the shooting star press not the finish of every match ever? It makes no sense.
Listen,
you know? Like, why? These moves are crazy, and they always kick out of 2, but fucking, like, Montez Ford does, like, a fucking frog splash that looks less impressive because it's not flipping, right? He always wins with that. It's messed up, man.
He should have done a 630. Should have done a 630, honestly.
It's like that episode 205 Live where fucking, what's that one guy's name? El Dorito, right?
Yeah.
He did a 450 on Kalisto.
Ew, Steven, stop it! You just did a Grimm's Toy Show bit. That's something that Grimm's Toy Show would say.
What?
Oh, El Dorito. That's such a thing.
That's legit his name, isn't
No, it's El Torito.
Dorito, right?
El Torito's the little bull, and then
No,
and then
I'm
there's
talking about
also
El Dorito, the fucking
No.
the hair on the Mohawk one.
Masquerita Dorado, and
No.
Lindsay Dorado. Lindsay.
Oh, it's that one. It's Lindsay.
Not Dorito.
But
Dorito.
I remember this match specifically, right?
You fucking hack.
Or Lindsay,
You Grimm's Toy Show,
right?
New
He
Jersey
does
trash hack.
He does a 450, right? On Kalisto. Motherfucking Kalisto kicks out of the 450 splash, right? And then Lance is like, shit, that's my only move. What the fuck?
Listen, I was picturing whatever you were just saying inside the temple, so I was so confused how fucking Kalisto got there. But I'm on the same page now. I understand.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Listen,
know.
I'm
I
gonna
just
add
feel
on to
like
your
the
rant.
shooting star press or the 450 is never the end of a match anymore, dude. Like, those moves are way too cool for a 2 count, dude, okay?
Steven, I'm gonna add on to your rant when we get to our next match of the night, okay? Because it gets even more egregious that 450 was done, okay? For completely separate reasons. It's why the fuck did they do a 450
Why would you
in this
do
match?
a 450 if it never wins you the match, you know? There's no reason to do it.
Well, it just looks cool. You get the fans on your side. You build momentum.
The spinal tap never ends the match. Why would you do it, you know? But
Who was the last person you saw hit a spinal tap, Steven?
Wes Lee.
Oh, fuck. That's awesome. Guys, stay tuned for the current event seg. I got some Wes Lee news, okay?
Do we actually?
I do.
Fuck. Okay.
So, basically, Killshot almost won with the 450, but like you mentioned, he does not. At one point, the referee, Rick Knox, gets knocked down by Mundo, who was shoved by Killshot. The referee's down. Johnny low blows Killshot. I know, dastardly. And, well, then Johnny just wins with the end of the world, the Starship Pain.
Yeah,
1, 2,
that one
3.
wins. Fuck you. Okay.
Fuck you, Killshot. Yeah. And then Johnny gets on the microphone afterwards.
It's not even from the high ground, man. It's from like the second rope.
No!
Impressive.
The Starship Pain is not from the second rope.
Well, he doesn't stand, you know? The 450 you stand on to get more height for your jumping prowess, dude, okay?
Yeah, but imagine trying to do not a shooting star, trying to do a Starship Pain from the second rope, Steven. Like, you'd have to start on the top, just
RVD
slide your
does it.
feet in between them, and then
RVD
slide
does
your
it.
feet. No way
RVD
he
does
does. No
Yeah.
way. No,
Doesn't do the
he'd
flip
break
part,
his
he
legs
just-
or his neck.
I'm pretty sure
Are
he
you talking
has,
about the
too.
Vader, like the Vader bomb?
Not one.
Like where you just hop backwards off the second rope? Because I can do that, man. Like, this is not an impressive feat.
I
dude.
could do it.
I could.
Too, man, you know?
Okay, I can do a 630, coward. So Johnny Mundo gets on the microphone and he calls out Mil Muertes, actually, who's watching with his Starbucks in hand. And Johnny has the promo of the night here, okay? And he says,
You
Mil,
suck.
You suck, and also, you know that little earthquake that rattled you up when you were a kid? That thing's
I was
nothing.
the earthquake.
That is
I
nothing.
killed your family, Mil.
No, it's not what
I
he
murdered
said.
them as an earthquake.
The actual quote is he says, that little earthquake that shook you up as a kid is nothing compared to the earthquake that I'm gonna be. Describing an earthquake that murdered his entire family and town as something that
happened in real
shook him
life.
up a little bit as a kid.
Imagine
so
like in the
fucked.
future, right? We have like we have like Hulk Hogan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a new Hulk Hogan, right? The new version of him, like new all-American American man.
Okay.
We have like a terrorist character, right?
Okay.
It's like, you think 9/11 was bad? I'm worse than 9/11.
Wait,
that's
this is the
what-
terrorist talking, or is this the new
Yeah,
Hulk
this is a
talking?
terrorist talking. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, 9/11 was a targeted attack. It needs to be a natural disaster.
The
to
Twin
really be on
Towers,
the
the tag team.
Like, it's more like if Ricky Starks were cutting a promo against MJF, and then MJF was like, "You remember Hurricane Katrina?" The thing that ripped him out of his town, and
MJF kind of did that indirectly with the fucking car crash segment.
Listen, I don't know what the fuck was going on there.
Like, maybe we're not that good. Maybe we kind of like never progressed, with tack. When it comes to promos.
Maybe not, Steven. But either way, Johnny is calling out Mill, but then all of a sudden, Cage is here. Brian Cage has shown up. The last we saw this man,
Wolverine. It was crazy.
I call him that regularly. And what he did the last time we saw him was stomp Willie Mack's head through a cinder block. So he committed murder the last we saw him. So now he's back as a good guy, apparently. The crowd loves him when he appears. And I don't know if this is piped in cheers and they piped in boos for Johnny earlier. I don't know what's happening. But all of a sudden, they love Brian Cage. And Cage has a mic. And that terrifies me, Stephen. Okay? Anytime this man has a microphone, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun.
Right.
Also, he's a white meat babyface now, according to his promo. As he threatens to kill Mil Muertes. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
What a fucking promo, dude. I'm gonna murder you, man.
Yeah, fuck you, Mil. And he's like, Johnny, I'll fuck you too, okay? And
because you're a heel now.
Yeah, they get like real petty with one another. And then Cage gets into the ring because they're like arguing, him and Johnny. And then Johnny runs away after they stare down one another. And then Cage is like, yeah, I'm in the ring by myself. I'm gonna pose now. But while he's posing, Johnny Mundo comes back in and attacks Cage. But then Cage is strong, so he just beats up Johnny, and Johnny runs away again.
It's like, fuck, dude, you're like 10 pounds soaking wet, dude. What?
Exactly.
Beats up Johnny Mundo.
So, I guess we're going to get a Cage and Johnny feud, which is fun.
Again?
I guess.
Did this happen already?
I don't think it was a full-on feud, because I think the feud was between Puma and Cage, right? But Johnny was like collateral of that. So now it's going to be straight up Johnny and Cage, I think. I assume. But Steven, we cut from that to what I imagine was your favorite segment of the show. We are in Marty the Moth's house. Yeah.
Yeah, this shit's awesome, dude. It's like a Saw movie. It was great.
Yeah, a little bit.
You see this tied up sexy star, right? She's like struggling. This feminist icon, right? This hero of all little girls everywhere, right? Just tied up and being submissive in a chair.
Well, the epilogue of Ultima Lucha was that Sexy Star was kidnapped by Marty the Moth, okay?
What a fucking storyline, dude.
Now, we're
kidnap you.
We're in his lair or dungeon. There's a weird spooky yellow filter put on it. And
this in car lighting.
Exactly. And Sexy is tied up, like with her hands behind her head. Like, some twisted shit's happening here, Steven. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea.
And then Marty the Moth shows her this moth, right? And Sexy Star's like crying, right, from fear.
I would love to correct you. If I may. He showed her a dead butterfly.
Well, that was the lead up, meanie.
What? You called it a moth.
Like, yeah, but then after he's like, no, it's a butterfly. Dumb
That's not my fault. You couldn't identify it, dumb bitch.
No, that's
okay.
What happens after.
Oh, sorry.
I was in the POV of fucking Sexy Star, dude.
Oh shit, my bad. I wasn't being empathetic enough.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel
Sexy
about these snut films, you know.
It's a little weird. And then Marty says that his sister gave them permission to go back to the temple. So Marty's gonna bring Sexy back to the temple with his sister's permission. So shouts out to Mrs. Moth. I don't know, man.
Is Katrina the sister?
Oh shit, that'd be awesome. Oh my god. So yeah, no, that's it. Sexy Star is just a prisoner. She's gonna be, I guess, Marty's slave or something. I don't really know what's happening there. It's kind of crazy, kind of wild.
Would this storyline work in like today's WWE?
If a man kidnapped a woman, tied her up, tortured her mentally, and then made her his slave?
Yeah.
Probably not. I have to be honest, Steven.
I really hope Marty the Moth turns face with this gimmick, too. Of kidnapping women. and torturing them.
You think that's what the payoff here is?
Remember when Kane kidnapped and did bad stuff to Lita, and then was the face of it?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want to remember that either.
He forced Lita to marry him, and then he was the face during that, and Lita was the heel.
Do you remember when that one wrestling journalist recreated the drive-through wedding where Stephanie was passed out and Triple H married her without her consent? And then the wrestling journalist was like, "Oh, I would love to recreate this scene where the girl was taken advantage of." And then he did it.
What journalist did this? Was it Bigson? What the
No. It's the one that loves WWE. It's the one that used to work for Fox. Ryan Satin, is that his name? I think that's it. Yeah, Ryan Satin.
This is awesome. I love taking advantage of women.
That's a wild stance, Steven. Or is that Ryan Satin speaking?
Who knows?
Or is that Triple H speaking? Because Triple H definitely did it in storyline.
It might have been terrorizing. You're right. It might have been terrorizing.
Okay. Damn, I can't believe he would do that. So
how they ruin terrorizing, man? Like, come on, Triple H. That's such a shitty name, dude. Come on.
Honestly,
terrorizing's even a star.
I mean,
but then
it kind of was one.
We got a segment, right? Another segment. And
tell me about it.
It's Justin Gabriel from the Core.
Who?
Remember him? PJ Black is there, right?
Who?
He has a bunch of like wolves around him. I guess he decided to embrace the wolf culture.
But who are you talking about?
PJ Black.
Oh, has he been in the temple before?
No.
Oh. Okay, so what I was just doing was my impression of Vampiro during PJ Black's next match, okay? Because Vamp the whole time was like, I don't know who this guy is. Who's this guy? I've never seen him before. Which is like, why? He's supposed to be a big star. Guys, Justin Gabriel from WWE, he's here. He's PJ Black. He's the Darewolf. And he has a whole segment.
Now. That's his gimmick. He hugs wolves.
Yeah. He fears nothing and he rides motorcycles. But don't worry, he's not friends with Son of Havoc, I don't think. So,
and he has all his fingers attached still.
Yeah, he does. That does not last for long. So
that's so morbid.
Did you notice, Steven, how fucking long this vignette, like teasing PJ Black's debut was?
Forever, dude.
Oh
my shit!
I was watching on 1.5 speed, and it would not end.
Well, the whole segment was like, "Oh, I am TJ Black. I like wolves." Oi.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
I'm from Cape Town, South Africa.
And I'm thinking to myself when it ends, oh, cool, I guess PJ Black's going to be here in a week or two. No, the next match, he's debuting. We forgot to run this last week. Katrina still doesn't know how to run the temple. She's figuring it out, growing pains.
Vampiro's just really confused, right? Because he hasn't watched WWE in forever.
Ever.
Right?
Ever
watched the product. He's only been in like Mexican promotions.
Exactly.
For the past like 20 years of his life.
Exactly. But PJ Black's opponent is none other than the man who had his head pushed through a cinder block by Cage. It's the Mac. And when the Mac comes out, Matt Striker has to do like a disclaimer. And he's like, if you're new here to the temple, you might see how fat the Mac is, but he's good, okay? Despite his weight, he's good.
Talk? That's what I imagine, like Triple H, like what's it called? Just promoting Keith Lee to the Vince.
Oh shit,
fat Vince.
But look at him move.
Really good.
Look at him move.
Vince is like, fuck, dude. That guy reminds me of Bearcat, you know?
Yo, so true.
You remember Bearcat?
Who doesn't remember Bearcat, honestly?
I love me some Bearcat.
Steven, what are your top 5 Bearcat matches?
Bearcat versus Keith Lee.
Oh, fuck. That's awesome, man. That's badass. Well, my favorite match ever is the Mac versus PJ Black.
This match is so fucking dumb.
Matt Striker is thankfully there to help Vampiro out, and Vampiro asks, what even is a Darewolf? And Matt says, well, I assume it's a daredevil and a werewolf, which is just extremely accurate.
What does that mean still?
He's a daredevil and a werewolf, Steven. What more is there to understand?
Right.
Yeah, also, I love, too, when the Mac just randomly threw this match, Steven. Because, again, I'm watching it on increased speed, right? So sometimes commentary isn't the clearest. Sometimes I have to rewind to, like, catch things that are said or done. And this is one of those times because I am half paying attention when I hear not Matt Striker, when I hear Vampiro say, "Only a mother could love that fuck." And I am so confused. The Mac is just like wailing away on PJ Black here, okay?
Mac, bro.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the? Why did you just say that?
Influenced?
Oh, maybe so. And I'm like, there's no way that passed on the El Rey Network, but who knows? We're watching the archive.org stream, so maybe it's different.
That fucker right there, Willie
Only
Mac.
a mom could love that fuck. And so I rewind it and I slow it down to 1x speed, and I was mistaken. Vampiro actually said, "Only a mother could love that mug," referring to his face, which is still mean-spirited, but not as
racially
mean-spirited.
influenced.
Well, maybe just influenced by how ugly he is. Which who's to say what factors go into why Vampiro thinks the Mac is ugly?
Maybe beauty
I think he's
standards
handsome.
are just bullshit, you know? Maybe they don't actually matter.
Yeah, exactly. Did you like Don Lemon's quote on CNN the other day, Steven?
No, I've not.
Did you hear all that news? Or do you even know who Don Lemon is?
No.
He's that big gay reporter for CNN. He's like their lead guy. And
The gay guy?
he is the
token gay guy?
Well, not Anderson Cooper. No. He's the other gay guy. But he was on a show with like 2 other women. It was him and 2 other women. And then there was some like conservative, this is not wrestling related, and I apologize, but there was some conservative lady, I think on Fox or on Twitter, who was like, politicians shouldn't be allowed in politics after the age of 80 when they're out of their prime. And then Don Lemon's big stance, like the head reporter for CNN, his big stance on the morning show was, "Well, Mrs. Conservative Lady, you seem to be out of your prime too. Most women are in their prime in their 20s. Which is just fucking wild. And the 2 ladies next to him, it was just out of nowhere. And the 2 ladies were like, "What do you mean by that, Don? When's a woman in her prime, Don? What kind of prime?" And he just got grilled, and now he's no longer on CNN.
Reminds me of, like, the H3H3 drama recently, where like some girl was crying about like how she was being deep faked into porn, right, from her friend doing it to her. And then H3H was like putting music over it and started laughing at the girl crying. And then like it cuts the cause it's like a live podcast, right? The camera cuts like one of the girl producers on the show, and she looks fucking pissed, dude.
Hell yeah.
She was just angry as fuck. And then like it cuts back to like Ethan just laughing.
It
was insane, dude.
This is messed up. Was it Hila, the angry one? His wife?
It wasn't Hila.
Okay. That's so sad. That's so sad.
Oh yeah, Willie Mack wins, by the way.
Yeah, only a mom could love that fuck. So
why does Willie Mack win?
Oh yeah, okay. So listen, a couple things here.
Who fucking knows,
when I first started watching this match, I put in my notes like how sad it was that this is where we're at in life with Big Rick and his gang. Okay, and by gang I mean his cousin and his friend. Right? Maybe it's really not that intimidating when you think about it.
Cousin,
but
my gang, my cousin and my homie.
Exactly. So Big Rick is dead. He had his head ripped off and his back broken, right? Oh, I looked back at the comic. I think Big Rick had his heart ripped out by Mil Muertes, too.
Oh, just like Mortal Kombat style.
A little bit, yeah. So Big Rick's dead. Killshot is just lost to Johnny Mundo, and I was under the assumption that Mac was losing to the debuting PJ Black, okay?
Dude, I thought Willie Mack has become like a level 5 jobber. You know the ones that like, they're jobbers, but they at least they look kind of strong,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
No, the motherfucker just wins, dude.
Yeah, he catches PJ Black out of midair with a stunner and then pins him 1, 2, 3. But what's so fucked, Steven, is that Matt Striker points out multiple times in this match that PJ Black keeps looking to go for his finisher, his famous finisher that everyone knows, the 450 splash. Steven.
Of course,
Steven.
man.
We just saw the 450 splash less than 10 minutes ago.
It fucking works.
It didn't
never
work.
works.
Fuck.
AJ Styles does it. It's not as good. He never wins with it, you know?
AJ does a 450. Oh, I guess he does, yeah. I was picturing a shooting star for some reason.
The fucking elbow from the ropes works more.
Hell yeah, phenomenal.
Why? Who knows?
Oh,
Maybe it's because his elbow pad being removed exposes his iron elbow, you know?
For how often he does that move, he really should fuck it up more, AJ. And he doesn't. He's so impressive.
He is really impressive.
He is. I have a crush on AJ
I watched his
Styles.
debut recently on the Rumble. His hair was so short back then.
It really
Crazy.
was. It wasn't soccer mommy yet. You know, it was getting there, though. It was getting there.
It's crazy how he started wrestling with, like, really short buzz cut hair, right? Kind of insane.
Like, way back? Yeah, you see that action figure, his WCW action figure all over?
I love how
it's in, like, every Target right now.
I love how, like, AJ Styles was in WCW for, like, 1 week, right? And then WWE just, like, promotes the shit out of that. Like, hey, remember this AJ? This AJ was awesome.
He's the one guy who didn't get Lloyd's of London.
AJ.
This is fucked up, Stephen. Poor AJ. He deserves
I see his
justice.
toy lot at Target, and I see... Who else do I see at Target, usually?
I don't know. I saw Omos earlier at Target, like, a couple weeks ago. That was
it
cool.
Elite Omos or basic?
Nah, it was basic Omos.
I would buy an Omos. I want, like, all the shitty wrestlers, you know?
Hell yeah, man.
I don't
what do
know,
you mean?
man. What do...
You
know
can't start a shitty wrestler collection when you're starting with Tucker. Okay, like the bar is already up here. That's just unfair.
You know what I learned recently? I learned recently that like Ricochet wanted to start an anime podcast with Cedric Alexander.
Stop
right?
it. Don't say that.
And Ricochet listed his top 5 animes, right?
Yeah.
Number 5 was an anime he hasn't finished yet.
Okay, I mean, good for him, man.
It's like, hey, dude. Okay.
Why the fuck does Ricochet have to watch anime? Okay, I do everything I can to support Trevor. I do everything I can to support this man and love him. But look what he fucks me, Steven, is what he does, okay? That's what he does. Like, Cedric Alexander makes sense. I could peg him as a guy who watches anime. Trevor, though, that's such a disappointment.
Almost makes sense.
He's a badass, you know? He is a bad.
He has the height to back him up, you know. He has the height.
Is he Nigerian? Is that where he's from?
Is he from Nigeria or is he just Nigerian?
Oh, well, he definitely. I don't think English is his first language, but I also don't hear him talk.
What if
that
it
much.
was?
Remember when he was the big ninja with Tozawa? That was crazy.
Remember Commander Aziz? What is Apollo Cruz's gimmick right now, by the way? I see like fucking shit on like the fucking YouTube thumbnails. He's like writing his journal. Is that his gimmick? Just writing in journals now? It's so weird.
Oh, is he doing a Death Note gimmick? Cause that'd be awesome. Okay.
Dude, that'd be sick. It's like fucking a list of wrestlers that he's like gonna beat. All right, next on my list, it's gonna be Almost. Almost, your time is almost over when I beat you in the ring on May 27th at the Elimination Chamber this Saturday.
Does the gimmick die when he loses his first match? Because he's definitely losing every match. You know, like he's just not winning.
It's the Kenny Omega gimmick, you know, just beat everybody.
Oh shit.
Fuck you. What happens after?
That'd be wild. Oh my god. That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick. Oh, and the big reveal. Because what if it is Apollo keeps winning all his matches after he starts writing them down, like, and he has his like little death
Then
note.
he puts himself on the death note by accident.
Oh, I wasn't talking. I was thinking he's been stealing like the Booker's papers every week, you know, and so like they didn't realize. They didn't realize.
That's kind of sick, actually. I kind of want that as like some shitty indie from like Impact or something. Right?
Just acknowledge this is fake, guys. This is all fake.
Is the guy steal? That's the reveal, by the way, at the end that he steals like the Booker's fucking.
Hell yeah.
He steals the Booker's. What's it called? Script.
The match card, the rundown. I don't know, man. The card.
When do they reveal that? When is that going to be revealed? Like months from now or years from now?
Ooh, I hope he has a longer reign than Roman as undisputed champion. Yeah, I hope so.
It's gonna be like the biggest long-term booking ever.
It'd be sick. It'd be sick as hell.
Unless this guy gets like, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Heath Slater?
The one to dethrone Apollo?
No, the one to have their gimmick being writing over the script.
Oh, I thought that was Apollo Crews this whole time. My bad.
Oh. He lost clean to Carmella Hayes in a 1-2 match.
Oh. So maybe like, not Apollo.
He won 2-0 against Apollo.
I'll give Omos the book, you know.
Who gets swept in a best out of 3 match, dude?
Listen, I'll tell you
Poor
who
Apollo,
gets swept in a best out of 3, okay? It's Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin against, I believe it was the Usos in a best of 3 It was really sad.
That's just the worst way to like bury somebody, man.
It was a little unfortunate. But Steven, we follow up the Mac versus PJ Black match where PJ debuts and loses with another vignette for a soon-to-be debuting competitor in the temple, okay?
Who could it be?
And, well, I hear some talking, okay? I hear a voice talking, and the voice says, I've been called a lot of things in my life. Cold-blooded, sinful, evil, sexy, venomous. I'm all those things. And when they're together, they all make me deadly. And I really like, the only reason I paid attention to what was being said is because I had to write it down for this podcast. But I recognized the voice immediately, Steven. Did you?
Who is it? No.
It is Thunder Rosa! Cobra Moon is going to be
Did you hear
debuting.
about how, like, she
soon.
was like apologizing to the women's roster? To everybody.
she?
Yeah.
Dude, like, I'm kind of over Thunder. She was like my favorite women's wrestler for like a good like 3 years. And now it's over. I don't
Did
care
you not buy her
anymore.
tacos?
I didn't buy her tacos. I'm sorry, man.
Dang, you didn't buy her shit pics either.
Shit pics?
Was he the one selling shit? Who was the one selling their bowels?
Are you talking about when Tessa Blanchard recorded herself taking a shit? Like her audio?
What I was thinking of?
Allegedly?
Allegedly.
Allegedly did those things?
Allegedly.
Allegedly?
That's how we get away with it, you know? Allegedly.
I mean, I don't know if that was her voice or not. It sounded awful like her, but I'm not that familiar with Tessa's voice. You would be, Steven. She's your classmate, I heard.
But we then cut from Cobra Moon, right,
What?
to the main event of this episode.
What? Are you not excited about Cobra Moon? What the fuck? She
Her name is-
strikes next week.
What a
She
shitty
strikes
name, dude.
next week.
Such a garbage name.
How dare you? How absolutely dare you? Steven, let's get to our
Yes.
main event, okay? This is the match that Pentagon Jr. hinted at earlier tonight before he and Puma like did their little shuffle backstage. It was real weird and awkward, I have to be honest. But now Prince Puma and Pentagon, they're going to be teaming up to fight the Disciples of Death.
How was this fair, you know?
It's
3
not,
versus 2.
Steven. Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like, is it going to be 3-on-2, or is one of the Disciples going to have to sit it out? Like, because
Like the New
there's-
Day?
Yeah, like the ones fighting are Sinestro de la Muerte and Barrio Negro, and then who's left out?
Phil?
Phil. Yeah, Phil. Phil's going to be left out. Matt Stryker does such a genius thing, though, that I so appreciate and I'm going to start doing from now on. They are no longer the Disciples of Death for me. They are now the DOD. Okay? Just it's so much
Dodd.
easier. Also, it's so much easier and so stupid sounding because it does look like the Dodd. It's not
Dodd.
cool. Okay? It's just not cool.
Is this
but
when
the
like
Dodd are
acronyms
here.
don't work out?
Well,
like a
yeah,
team?
it's Dodd, man. It does not work out. Yeah. Disciples of Death sound cooler than Dodd.
Just call
But-
them that from now on, you know? The Disciples of Death.
No, I'm not. That's what I've been doing. It's so long. It's a mouthful. Dodd is better. So
Dodd.
Dodd is here, and it is a 3-on-2 handicap match, Steven. All the Disciples are going to be fighting. You know? All of Dodd against Pentagon and Puma. How are they going to handle it? How?
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 Okay, they're the trio's champion, man.
I appreciate you saying that they're the trio's champion, okay? You know, it's not 3 champions. They're 1 champion. You're so
It's
right.
one unit. One unit.
You're right. You're absolutely right. The DOD is just like that. Matt Stryker keeps asking prying questions to Vampiro about Pentagon and Vampiro being his master. And Vampiro at one point gets real fed up because you remember he was angry earlier tonight when it was happening.
Yeah.
And he's like, Matt, I'm in recovery right now. I'm not allowed to talk about that stuff. Which is like such a way to guilt
Why are you
Matt Stryker.
here?
God.
Why are
Yeah.
you here then, man?
Dude, like, stop. You don't have to be here. Just hang out.
Dude, just
go back to
close
the
your
psych
eyes,
ward.
dude.
Yeah, man.
Go home, man.
Matt Striker's a bad influence, maybe, because again, Matt Striker's the one who drove him here to the temple.
Just instigating this guy.
Yeah, Vamp doesn't have anything to his name. Dude just got discharged from the mental hospital, got picked up in a car. He has to follow Matt.
Is he in, you know? How much debt is he in from the psych ward?
Shit. That's an Ian Hodgkinson problem, not a Vampiro problem.
If you ever meet him, I'm asking him, how is the psych ward?
I imagine Vamp probably has plenty of money from all the weebs that pay to train at his dojo, you know? Like, I can't imagine Pentagon's training there for free. Like, there's no way. There's no way. So, Steven, this match is going on, and it's like Pentagon and Puma, they work together. At some point, they butt heads, and then they get attacked, and so, like, it's a fun match, I guess. I don't know. It's just a match. But again, I had to beg the question, or the question was begged by me watching this match. Why is Katrina booking stuff? Like, what incentive does she have for booking anything?
Maybe she wants to make Mil stronger, you know? Like, how does Mil get stronger? We don't know. You know?
You think maybe when the disciples beat people, Mil powers up?
I thought he powers up by just dying. Maybe she's like trying to like build a new warrior to kill Mil and then have Mil just reincarnate into a stronger being.
Okay. Why? Oh, you're saying she's building up someone strong enough to kill Mil Muertes, stronger than Phoenix, so that Mil can come back even stronger than the person she builds up.
Yes.
That's so convoluted, but I hope that is exactly what's happening, Steven.
Or maybe she just likes indie wrestling, you know, and she can't go to PWG shows because she's a woman.
That makes sense. Topanga can. But Steven, listen.
She's like famous.
That's true. Steven, it's less so like, how is she putting on a show in the sense that it's helping Mil Muertes and the disciples? Because obviously she wants to help the disciples and Mil Muertes. But I mean more like the finances and the promotion and like the TV deal.
I thought we talked about this last time.
But like, why is she doing that?
Maybe it's like a money laundering scheme.
I guess. I thought that's the whole thing from the jump. I thought that's what Dario was doing, was laundering money.
Maybe this whole company's laundering money, unironically speaking.
You think the El Rey network, based out of Austin, Texas, is laundering money? Okay, that's a hefty accusation. Allegedly. I don't know if JC Cola stand by that. Well, no, I'm not going to allege that. I'm going to allege that they're not doing that, actually.
Anyways.
But who's to say?
The match ends, right? Guess what?
What happened?
Pentagon and Puma win.
Yeah, because Puma hits the 630 on Phil, and then Pentagon tags Puma midway through the jump for the 630, and so then Pentagon jumps into the ring, pins Phil, and then Prince Puma's pissed off, and he's like, yo, you didn't let me get the pin off my own move. And then Pentagon was like, yeah, what about it?
So big, bro, what the heck?
Exactly. Egos, bumping heads, Steven, and then Pentagon just kind of nails a lung blower on Prince Puma after they win. And then he goes to break Prince Puma's arm, the former champion, the only other champion in LU history, aside from Mil Muertes. And, well, Prince Puma's strong enough to escape it, unlike Mil. So Puma just escapes it. And then Pentagon's like, oh, shit. And Pentagon runs away. Shades of Johnny Mundo, okay? And that's kind of the episode, aside from the little end bit we have, Steven.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
But then.
Oh, shit.
But then. Post-credit scene happens.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how Azteca died?
Well, Black Lotus killed him with the jail cell. Yeah.
With the jail cell?
With the jail cell.
Picked up the entire jail cell and smacked him.
Exactly. So I remember it.
He's alive, actually. Fuck you.
Oh. Shit, he's alive?
Back.
Like, he didn't die in that moment.
No. Faked his death. Somehow.
This is just like Vince. This is crazy. This is insane. This is wild. Oh my god.
Vince is cooler. He survived the limo exploding, you know?
Yeah, I guess that is cooler.
But then you hear a very familiar accent, which if I were to make fun of, would label me as a racist.
Oh, you know? Shit. Well, I remember doing a Dario accent and a Mr. Cisco accent for like the first half of season 1 of this show, so go for it, Steven.
I probably shouldn't do this. You hear this man's like, I You're like my brother, dude. You're so cool. You're epic. And then it pans the camera around, and it's Mr. Rey Mysterio Jr. It's crazy reveal, guys. Crazy.
Guys, Rey Mysterio's here. If you remember, this is deep-rooted lore. If you listen to season 1 of Lucha Underground and Following Lucha, we talked on a weekly basis about how much Rey Mysterio hated working for the WWE and just no-showed events. So depressed. He's finally out. He now works for Lucha Underground. Let's fucking go. Steven, yeah. I'm so glad I got your version of what that end segment was. Can I tell you what really happened?
What really happened?
Okay. So you hear Rey Mysterio's voice, okay? And he says, that mask you wear has been passed down in our family for centuries.
The Mysterio family or the Azteca family?
Probably whatever their Aztec tribe is. Whatever Mysterio is. Whatever that Aztec tribe is.
Mysterio?
I assume he's probably part of the Phoenix tribe or some shit.
Are there like 20 million Mysterios out there?
Maybe. Well, whatever it is, it's in the same tribe as El Dragon Azteca. Because Rey Mysterio then says, El Dragon Azteca was my mentor too.
Huh.
Okay, but he's talking to someone in an El Dragon Azteca mask, Steven. And he says the words, El Dragon Azteca was my mentor too. Steven, El Dragon Azteca is still dead.
Oh no.
This is his student, okay? This is El Dragon Azteca's student.
I don't know what he looks like, dude. He wears a fucking mask.
I'm just telling you, man, that like the context clues were there. Okay? And then Rey says, I was supposed to inherit that mask, but I chose a different path.
Yeah, because it's shitty. This one's a cross, so it's cooler.
So what went through your mind when Rey Mysterio said this next line, Steven? When Rey Mysterio said, I want you to be the next El Dragon Azteca.
I thought it was like a reincarnation thing, you know? Like Sub-Zero.
You thought it was some Drago shit. Okay. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So is Azteca just like, is Azteca like a title or is it a person?
Well, it's the mask. Like Rey Mysterio is Rey Mysterio Jr., right? Because his dad was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, but what about King Mysterio from like Mexico?
You're the only man who brings that shit up, okay? You're the only man who brings that shit up.
He's the actual son. Fuck you.
Well, I was thinking to myself, why the... Rey is like, yeah, I could have been El Dragon Azteca, but fuck that. Like,
yeah, that's not as marketable, so...
I guess, yeah. But he's like, I'm happy with the mask that I chose. But Steven, this is El Dragon Azteca's kid, okay?
Yeah, it's sex.
Well, this is El Dragon Azteca Jr., man. Like,
God.
I don't know how you didn't put that shit together. But here we are now.
Oh my goodness.
So, I'm glad we're at least now on the same page, you know?
Okay.
Do you know who Ray Horace is, or no? The guy on the Indies? Oh, okay. Oh, he's at PWG for forever. That's who El Dragon Azteca Jr.
Who the fuck watches PWG? People pretend to watch that, okay?
No, shit. Dude, I used to buy the DVDs every month. Shut the fuck up.
You're like the only one of like, what, 2 people who do that?
No! That was like a whole thing. A whole culture.
No, the whole thing is
for the culture.
Clips on Reddit and pretending that you like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. And
it
then
was
moving
so
on to
good,
New Japan,
though.
doing the same thing of just saying, yeah, this is the best thing ever, while only watching clips.
Listen, because that was the only place to get Excalibur commentary before. And I loved me Excalibur commentary until it was on TV every week, okay?
Did it get canceled for a bit?
I don't think
Excalibur?
so. Why?
I don't remember.
Allegedly.
I think it might have been like one of those
canceled.
things where he said something really bad in the past, you know?
Oh, he said the F word, like for gay people, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like again, that was early 2000s and blah,
I mean,
blah,
Stone Cold
blah.
beat his wife, you know. We don't really talk about that.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah.
That did happen. What else have we done and forgiven as a community, Steven? What else have wrestlers done? Vince McMahon,
murder?
I mean, he's back in control, I hear. So that's tough.
Oh yeah, and he like paid women to have sex with him.
Oh yeah, and Jimmy Snuka, he murdered a couple people, or one person allegedly, maybe, in Syracuse, New York. So that's tough. That's
Or
tough.
innocent, like, probably killed somebody if it's Glock, you know?
Oh, yeah, no, that's confirmed. He said that shit himself. So, but
Cody
I also
Rhodes, like,
forgive
fired
him
the
for
guy
that.
who like set fireworks on his dog because he told him to set fireworks near his dog.
Listen, if a man put fireworks inside the mouth of my dog, I'd also fire him. Okay?
That's such a weird thing that happened. He's like, yeah, I want to hire you to put fireworks on my stage, right? And then fire the guy you hired to make fireworks because your dog got scared because you didn't realize. Like,
listen,
I'm so confused by that.
We probably don't have the full story. It's why you're confused by it, Steven.
It's probably like some other guy's prior, right? I assume. They used the wrong one.
Well, like if they malfunctioned and the fireworks hit fucking Pharaoh,
dog.
Then yeah, that's valid.
Pharaoh's
okay?
down.
No, Pharaoh.
No, it's so sad.
That would have been such a different timeline. Cody would have quit wrestling that day and never been to return. Sami Zayn would be winning at WrestleMania if that were the case. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck Cody Rhodes.
Can you imagine
Dog should have died.
if Cody Rhodes like stayed saying like, yeah, after AEW, I'm gonna get into politics.
Damn. Oh shit. Yeah, Cody, his dog dies. Cody disavows wrestling, okay? He goes full into politics. This is pre-neck tattoo. He never gets the neck tattoo. He never has liberty. No!
No.
Devastating.
He's gonna have the promo that Joe Biden cut out.
What?
You see the promo Joe Biden did? Let me try to find it.
Oh, boy. I'm so excited for
so Joe
promo
Biden said, I know that a lot of Republicans on the Hill, their dream is cut Social Security and Medicare. Well, let me say this. If that's your dream, I'm your nightmare.
Your American nightmare. Adrenaline! Oh shit, no, Pharaoh! That's so sad. No.
What were we talking about again?
Rey Mysterio's here with El Dragon Azteca's kid. So that was Lucha Underground Season 2, Episode 2, The Dark and the Mysterious. Why it was called that, I don't know. But that was what it was called. Steven, I think we should start talking about what else happened in wrestling during the week of February 3rd, 2016. You want to get to it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let's do it.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to the year 2016. You know what's popular in 2016? Hoverboards.
Did you say welcome back to your 2016?
Our 2016.
Oh shit. It sounded like you were introducing like an award ceremony, you know? Like welcome back to your 2016 Grammy
Do you remember
Slammies.
hoverboards, man? Remember when they caught on fire?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Did anyone do a hoverboard in wrestling? Because I feel like they had to have. Like R-Truth probably did that shit, you know?
Are there some indie shitter, right?
Oh,
With
definitely.
the fucking generic douchebag gimmick.
There's no... I mean, I guess. I was thinking more like two wrestlers fighting on a hoverboard or on two hoverboards. That'd be sick as fuck.
Really dangerous.
Well, I mean, the risk of explosions is doubled in that match. You're right.
This is extreme, dude.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But yeah, Steven, February 3rd, 2016, what were you doing?
I was probably looking at people on their hoverboards.
Oh, shit. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I was preparing for spring break where I would sit down and spend every day writing my CM Punk Shane McMahon fanfic for English class.
We're closer every day.
Yeah, we are. We are. I still need to find that.
Countdown to the fanfic.
Shit.
It like counts. That's like a clock, right? It just goes down every second.
Oh my god, I would love to find that. Fuck. Steven, I found some old files of my high school like Google Drive a few weeks ago. I didn't think to look for it, but it might be in there.
We might have to find it.
I did write it in Google Drive.
Special. We don't have to watch like an episode. We just do this for the entire week.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is exciting. This is hyping up something that might not happen.
Oh, it has to happen. I'll fake it. I'll write a new one just to make it happen.
What happened in February 3, 2016, man?
Steven, I have some really unfortunate news.
Someone died?
No, I mean, not that I wrote down. But someone has left one of the most major wrestling promotions in the world at the time. TNA has lost one of their biggest... That's so fucked up, man. TNA has lost...
Fish? They lost Bobby Fish?
No, he's still there, or at Ring of Honor or something. I don't know.
They lost Moose?
No, Moose hasn't left there, man. Moose is still there. What are you freaking out about?
Okay.
Listen.
They lost Eric Young?
No, bro.
Dude.
No, they lost him in the year of our Lord 2023. I believe he died this year for shoot, which is sad.
Eric Young?
Well, did you not see that segment, Steven, on TNA?
Did he die on like?
He got murdered on TNA, like Lucha Underground style murder.
Doesn't he work for TNA?
Well, I think his contract ran out, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna kill him off."
Oh,
so
awesome.
Eric Young was killed, man. Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, pretty cool. But this man was not killed off of TNA. No, he was just let go because the company didn't want to re-sign him.
How do you explain how Mickey James came back to life?
I don't know, man. But this guy has been there in TNA since 2004. 12 years later, he's being let go. His name is Manic. Does that mean anything to you, Steven? Does that mean...
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Formerly known...
The Manic, baby. Takes off the mask.
Oh!
This is
It's
the real
suicide!
Manic.
Oh, shit.
Have you seen that promo? Look like Hulk Hogan, like, that's not the real suicide. This is the real suicide. And it takes all this mask like fucking TJ Perkins.
That's
this
Sting
is TJ Perkins, and he's the real suicide.
Steven, did you see the photo I sent you on Discord like a day ago of TJP looking all fucked up? Okay?
What happened?
Well, that is the photo wrestling news blog lady chose for this article. What was this?
TJ Perkins.
I know TJ's teeth look all mangled. Like it's just not flattering.
He was homeless during this time.
No, he wasn't. No, you liar. You liar. He was homeless so long ago. Listen, okay. TJ Perkins got let go of TNA. It works out for him. Dude becomes cruiserweight champion, I guess. And then eventually meets his wife, so, like, shouts out, you know?
Who's his wife?
Aria Blake, the little redhead girl from Florida. Does that mean anything to you?
What the fuck? You get to, like... I was watching, like, some, like, Reddit thread today of some guy saying, like, yeah, Pretty Deadly's gonna beat this guy. It's, like, some fucking shitty team from, like, NXT Level Up.
Oh.
Like, you can just, like, say any name. Like, you can say, like, Paul Barchel. I'm like, oh, yeah. That guy from NXT, that guy's awesome.
Hell yeah, he and his sister are going wild. That's awesome. Steven, I want to talk to you about how NXT Level Up exists, and yet they still didn't keep Trey Baxter signed to the company. That man would be a shoo-in. That man could be the champion of NXT Level Up. Fuck. Whatever. Also, Steven, I love Blake Christian as much as the next guy, but I've been stalking his Instagram recently.
Oh no.
And he's like...
That's not good.
Kind of a cringeworthy guy. Like, I'm looking at all his captions. He sounds like a fucking... he sounds like a fuckboy. Which is sad, because I don't want to think that about Blake Christian. But, like, his captions are all, like... Just so... I don't want to say it because I love him. I want to give him a hug. But he's annoying. Okay?
What does he post?
He's just annoying with his captions. He's just
what
annoying.
What does he post?
Do you want to go through his Instagram? Because we can.
Give me one.
I'll give you one. Let me find it. I have to undo my limit for Instagram today. You're making me pass my 15. Okay? Blake Christian. Okay. So in his second most recent post, it's a glow up, Steven. It's him in high school versus him now. And it says, scrawny kid, arrow emoji, slightly less scrawny kid. Okay? And then there's this image of him on AEW Dark against Serpentico, and it says...
That's the dream, dude.
Honestly, you know?
Were you there for that?
No, this is is in Florida. This is like their TNA tapings at Universal. And it says, focus on the picture, not the caption. Parentheses, I can't think of one. And it's just, it's all like just douchey things that like, this one says, Steven, this one says no fucks to give with a tongue out emoji.
That's pretty AEW like though. That's pretty AEW.
No,
that's pretty AEW, man.
This one says you've all been playing checkers while I've been playing chess. This man has no depth. This man
uses Facebook.
Like, I was trying to think, like, oh man, poor Blake, Cora upgraded, Cora screwed him. But I'm realizing that Braun Breaker and Blake Christian are one and the same. They're both a box of rocks, Steven. Cora Jade just wants a man she can manipulate. You know? I mean, Blake Christian's not a looker. I think he's a handsome guy. You know? This one says, I couldn't think of a caption. Gym progress, I guess.
So quirky.
But he spelled gym wrong. He spelled it like a man's name.
Is it JM?
Yes.
That's the meme. That's the Zoomer meme.
Wow. That's great.
Right, so you know, like those like Instagram influencers who post like a picture of their ass, right, or a bikini pic, and their fucking captions like this paragraphs of just like things about like their body dysmorphia and their journey from depression.
Hell yeah.
All the fucking time, dude. I see these posts all the time, and like you go to the picture, it's just their ass, you know.
That's gonna
it's
be me, Steven. I'm gonna get
crazy.
abs and then just post photos of my ass all the time, okay? And it's just gonna be posts about body dysmorphia. Stay tuned, guys. There's this post of Blake Christian where he's doing duck lips, and then the caption says, "Duck face anyone?" Which I don't like. I don't like it.
Maybe
Joey Janela responded to that one. Joey Janela responded and said no, which I appreciate. I don't appreciate Joey Janela very often.
I almost met him in real life, you know?
You did. You walked past him without realizing.
He looks like anyone else. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you see Joey Janela in the crowd, you're not noticing him.
I did.
Know?
Hash did.
Okay.
My dad did.
Joey Janela, that's why.
Fuck you. You look like you look.
Yeah, you can't say it, pussy.
You look like Nikki Bella in WWE 2K23.
No,
asshole. You look like Hangman Adam Page in AEW Fight Forever.
On the Switch.
On the Switch. Hell yeah.
Anything else happened this week?
Oh no, it was just Manic leaving TNA. That was all the news.
Is that it?
No. Don't even worry.
News. I hope he does something really cool, like save all the fanfic of him having sex with women, and then admitting to it on Twitter that he does that.
Man has a child. Leave him alone, okay? Suicide as a child.
I like the part where he was like posting about. Remember when what was it? What was like the anti-internet thing again that people were against? You remember that?
What? Give divas a chance?
No, it was like some anti-internet thing. Let me try to find it. And he was like, what was it? Like internet free speech or something like that, right?
QAnon?
Like, no.
That's good.
It's kind of like SOPA, you know.
He's a 4chan user. TJP.
No.
Oh, sorry, that's Manswa.
No, he has sex with women, so he can't.
Oh shit! Are you saying Manswa's an incel?
Isn't his gimmick just like that in Indies?
Oh, I thought no. His gimmick on the Indies is that he was a 16-year-old. No, he was a 16-year-old. His thing was that he was like a 28-year-old who still said he was 16.
That's a good gimmick.
Anyways, a good gimmick.
What else happened this week?
Shinsuke Nakamura was announced to be coming to WWE.
Man, poor Kenta, man.
Yeah, he did like a shitty like vlog promo.
This killed Kenta's like entire like career. WWE.
No, Kenta killed his career by getting injured every 2 months. That's not on Shinsuke.
Hey, Tegan Nox did the same thing. Look where she is now, back in the company. Okay.
I'm remembering now that you say that she was at the Royal Rumble, but like, I didn't remember that until just now.
Remember
Steven?
Her crowd reaction? We can only hear the girl behind us because she cheered for every woman and Finn Balor.
I hope we booed when Tegan Nox came out. I sincerely hope we did. You know?
We might have booed, actually.
Good. Great.
Booed Tegan Nox.
I'm happy about it. You know who I cheered for?
Boo?
What?
We cheered for? I cheered for like Chelsea Green.
Of course.
Like the only one.
Cheered for Shinsuke Nakamura when he came out and debuted for NXT, Steven, okay? Because they announced that Shinsuke is going to be fighting at NXT TakeOver Dallas WrestleMania weekend.
Right.
Which is so far away. Like, it's only February now. We have months to go before Shinsuke shows up. March, April. We got 2 months, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So Shinsuke is going to be coming soon, which is cool. But Steven, I unfortunately also have a laundry list of injuries from this week that we need to talk about.
What's this, AEW?
Well, actually, all 3 injuries are in 3 different companies, technically. Okay?
Whoa, they're synchronized.
First injury... Fuck it, Steven. You're gonna guess who got injured. First injury was in WWE on the main roster.
What brand?
They were all the same brand back then, bro.
Shit.
I said main roster.
Gender.
Male.
Card status.
Main event to upper mid card at the time. Now I'd probably call him mid card.
Fuck. Dolph Ziggler?
No, he
Damn
wasn't
it.
main eventing in 2016, you fool.
Wait,
The
but he
man who has
was.
been injured is Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Sheamus is out of action, Steven, with a knee injury. No.
That's his finisher, his knee. He needs that.
He does need it. He does for the Irish Curse backbreaker. His finisher.
Imagine that's his finisher.
Imagine if that's how he broke his knee, by like slamming Ricochet onto it.
That'd be do anymore.
No, he has to still do it. He has to. And then next injury, Steven, takes place on the Black and Gold brand. It's NXT. Who got injured in February of 2016?
What's their card status? Wait, is it Kenta?
Not Kenta. That'd be so funny.
That's my cat.
Not Kenta.
Damn it.
And I'd say mid card, firm mid card, now lower mid card. And I'll give you a
as in,
hint.
like,
Low mid card in a different company.
is it Sean Spears? Mr.
You actually
Ty
got
Dillinger?
it. You got it. It was
Let's
Ty
go.
Dillinger. Ty Dillinger got injured, Steven.
Of
Good
course.
job.
That guy
Good job.
proved his worth, you know?
It's true. It's true. Well, Steven, this is, excuse my pun, the tiebreaker. Okay?
Was
If
he
you get
ever
this
good,
one
or,
right,
like-
you.
Or were people just, or was everyone just over in NXT for a bit?
I mean, that's more. If he wasn't in NXT at that exact time frame, I wouldn't give a shit about Ty Dillinger. Okay?
Like right
But
now?
I loved him. Yeah, exactly. Like right now, exactly.
He's a chairman. His gimmick is he has a chair that he sits in. It's such a cool gimmick, man.
That's
What a
awesome.
gimmick.
That's so cool.
It's like that Chelsea Green gimmick that you wanted to do where she was with the Fiend.
What?
That was Chelsea. That was the Chelsea gimmick. She was like giving to Vince. It's like, I
You
want to work
can't
with
pitch
the
that
Fiend.
shit. Like you can't go from like someone who shows up on NXT once a week to like getting Vince's ear and being like, I want to work with your champion.
Dude, how the
like,
fuck
that just
did
doesn't...
Buddy Matthews do that? He like, he was on the cruiserweights, right? He was pretty over in the cruiserweights, right? Because he was like good and jacked, right? Mr. Main roster, he's with Seth Rollins. You know, it's looking good for him.
Seth wasn't
he's like-
Universal Champ, was he?
No. He was with like the disciple gimmick. Remember that? The cult.
Yeah,
gimmick that
the
he had?
Messiah. Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, Paul Heyman, here's my new gimmick. I'm going to be in the bloodline, but
oh,
I work
right,
for
right,
you,
right.
Paul Heyman.
Right.
It's just what Sami Zayn is doing, but like,
Not
as
really.
good.
That's a good gimmick, honestly. Like, if they didn't
It
do the
is.
Sammy route of like someone who's just desperate and wants friends and a family, if they went
Yeah.
the route of Paul Heyman has like, well, maybe it's not that good actually. Never mind.
It's just Paul Heyman's apprentice. It's so shit. Like, it's so
Yeah.
lame, you know?
Damn. If it was Paul Heyman's son, that'd be awesome. Paul's trying to
Or
get
his
his son to be
daughter.
part of the bloodline. Yo. Oh, yo. Paul Heyman's daughter could be in the bloodline. That'd be sick as fuck, okay? That'd be badass.
What's she at NYU now, I think?
Wh-
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping
I don't
tabs.
know.
I'm glad you are.
Anyways, what if I
That's
was
cool.
lying? What if it was like some other random college? I was just saying NYU for like no reason.
I mean, NYU's a good school. I hope so. For her sake, I hope she got in.
Don't like a lot of celebrity children go to NYU?
Yeah.
It's like in New York, right?
I applied for NYU, but I applied for their journalism program.
Did you get in?
Well, no, but I got into Syracuse, which is a
Which is,
higher
like,
ranking
better?
school. So yeah, I was like, this works out. This is perfect.
This is fine.
Yeah. But Steven, listen. Look here and listen. We have one more injury. This one you're going to get, surely. We talked about them last week. This injury
Damn it.
happened
This
in
is the
Ring
worst,
of Honor. Okay?
Who the fuck watched Ring of Honor in 2016?
Wait, it might have been TNA. It's TNA, I think, or maybe Ring of Honor. But I think it's TNA where this injury
How
happened.
did I remember?
Who got hurt? They're one half of a tag team, if that helps.
Like right now, or
No, not now.
where are they right now?
Oh,
I know
no,
what it is.
they're alive.
Okay.
They've been exposed since 2016. I'll say that much. Take that how you will.
Who's the fuck? Is it Marty Scurll?
Is that your final guess? Is it
That's
Marty
my final
Scurll?
guess. Marty Scurll.
Unfortunately for you, Steven, Marty Scurll was not with Impact in 2016.
No.
Who was, though, and who was exposed just last year, is none other than one half of the Wolves, Davey Richards.
I'm never getting that.
Oh shit! I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry about that.
Was he the good one or not the good one?
He's the good one. He's the one who had his dick exposed and was like, "Yeah, look at my cock," because that's cool, you know?
I have a big cock.
Yeah,
Cock,
show it off,
say.
man. I call it that frequently. So
that's my wolf dick right there. Dude.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. That's so cool. Steven, the El Rey Network has officially announced a 3rd season of Lucha Underground.
Already?
What? Yeah. Like they got re-signed.
Oh.
Like that's good. Why are you upset?
I mean, that's good for the wrestlers, right? Because weren't they complaining about how like they wouldn't know if there was gonna be like a 2nd season?
Well, yeah, they didn't know if there was gonna be one,
anywhere.
and they didn't know the start date, like when they were gonna film it. So they were like, "Can I take this booking or not?" You know, they really fucked the wrestlers in a lot of ways, which we don't talk about on this podcast very much.
Bad news. Okay, we don't talk about the bad stuff. We talk about the goofy stuff, dude.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
What else happened during this week of February?
Well, let's talk about some more goofy stuff, Steven. Bret Hart announced
Death.
he has cancer.
That's awesome. I hope he survives.
He does. He does. He has prostate
dope.
cancer and he lives. So shouts out to Bret. He's killing it. I don't really know what Bret's doing now. For a while, it was like, is he gonna manage FTR? Is he not? And then just nothing came of
was
it.
complaining about the past.
Oh, his gimmick is fuck Goldberg. I remember now.
Oh,
That makes
fuck
sense.
Sean. But now he can't say that.
Nah, Sean's a good guy. Sean found God in 2000, so he finally forgives
Now he
him.
just bullies FTR.
Exactly.
He just bullies
Rightfully
FTR
so.
bald.
So, Steven, how impactful was this news for you when you found out Bret Hart has breast cancer? Not breast cancer. Bret Hart does not have breast cancer. Bret Hart had prostate
Breast cancer.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Oh, shit. You
feel
didn't
about
care?
this,
That's
man.
hurtful. I cared a lot. I cried. I cried
Did
the
you?
day I found out.
I think the only time Larry Devils got me was like the Green Ranger dying. Cause like I saw him like the week before that at like some convention.
Steven, did you cry when the Green Ranger died?
No, I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Steven, you can tell me if
Distraught.
you cried when the Green Ranger died.
No,
I won't tell
didn't cry.
anyone. I won't
I
tell
didn't cry.
anyone.
I won't tell anybody. Everyone else,
No.
they can hear about it.
Oh, shit. So you did cry when the Green Ranger passed away?
No.
It's okay. It's okay, Steven. I understand it. I like how you're positioned in your camera on the video feed of the podcast perfectly for Nikki Bella's chest to just be on full display. Thanks, man. I appreciate
It's fearless, dude. Fearless Bella.
that. No, it just
Anyways.
says R-less. Yeah?
What else happened this week?
Oh, shit. I thought you had a story for me. Well, there's a whole bunch of rumors swirling about WrestleMania 32 and what matches are going to be coming up, Steven.
Oh, I love these because they never happen.
Well, bite your tongue, or maybe don't. Let your tongue hang, because
Okay.
the two main rumored matches, Steven, and you tell me if these happened or not. I forget. The first rumor is The Undertaker, after beating Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 31.
He really needs that win. You know?
He's going to go on to WrestleMania 32 to take on none other than Braun Strowman. And this is Black Sheep Braun Strowman, okay? This is not the Braun we now know and love, okay? This is pre-James Ellsworth Braun Strowman. Fat and wearing brown pants Braun Strowman.
I don't think they were fat.
He was
He's
fat.
like a professional. He was a bodybuilder back then.
Bodybuilders can be fat. What?
Well,
A
he was,
lot
like,
of
bulking.
bodybuilders are fat.
He was bulking.
You can still be
Bulk
fat.
season.
Like
Bulk
Otis is
season.
strong, still fat. You know?
I fucking love Otis so much.
Yeah, who
He's so
doesn't?
round. I love him.
Exactly. So
Otis.
Braun Strowman versus The Undertaker. Steven, do you remember if that match happens or not?
I don't know. That's it.
No, it obviously doesn't. What are you talking about?
Dang. This is how like what's her name? Shayna Baszler felt when she didn't win the Rumble.
Oh
She was
shoot!
supposed to win the Rumble and beat Becky Lynch for the title.
No.
One year.
That's so sad. Do you remember the match that Taker actually had?
Wasn't Cena? Was it Shane? Was it Shane?
It was Shane. Good job.
Ugh.
It was Shane McMahon that he fought.
Shane really needed that match, you know.
The John Cena boner match wasn't for a couple more years, I think. That was 34.
Will we ever get another Taker match, or is that over now?
I hope not. I really hope not. I mean, if they give him Saudi money, maybe, but I hope not. You know?
I don't think Triple H is wrestling anymore, right? Because of his heart.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's allowed to. Yeah. And then Goldberg almost killed Undertaker in their last Saudi match, so I don't think...
How?
By dropping him on his head like 5 times in like 5 minutes. It was wild.
How?
It's maybe the worst match I've ever... And I'm not exaggerating. I know there's a lot of hyperbole on this podcast, even. If you were to tell me, like, JC, tell me your least favorite wrestling match of all time.
Alicia Fox or some, you know.
No, that's in top 5, not bottom 5.
Which match was she talking about, by the way? Which one? There's like 20 of those matches.
You know the
Which
one.
Which
one?
one?
You know the one. You know the one.
What a shitty thing, too, to like for a wrestling competition to find the best wrestler. Like, what's your favorite match of all time? You know, I like
That's a
Kenny
good
Omega
question.
versus Okada, number 3 at the Tokyo Dome.
Fuck you. Well, if you were in that position, Steven, Stone Cold Steve Austin has just asked you your favorite match of all time, what are you saying?
Kenny Omega versus Okada, Tokyo Dome.
Oh my god,
number 3.
fuck you,
What do you
asshole.
mean?
Would you say it in that voice, too?
He's like, huh? Who the fuck?
He doesn't realize you're doing a bit. He's just really annoyed.
Like, oh, that match is really good too, brother.
God damn, son, that was a good one. Yeah.
See, the thing is, I say that's like Cody or something. He wouldn't know it was a bit. He'd be like, yeah, it's a really good match, yeah.
Your favorite match is Cody versus QT Marshall in the street fight? Yeah, me too, man. I love that
I like the
one.
match where Matt Hardy almost got killed.
Oh, against Sammy Guevara.
Because he hit the fucking
cool.
concrete. What a great spot.
Yo, that was
pre-taped match.
pretty sick. That was live. That was pay-per-view.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about it. Sorry about it, Steven. But I think my legitimate answer, if I were to give one, do you know what it is? I feel like I've told you my favorite match before.
For worst or best?
My actual favorite. Yeah,
I like Cedric Alexander versus Kota Ibushi at the Cruiserweight World Classic.
Is that your real answer?
No.
Oh, shit. I mean, that's believable, though, Steven. I could see you saying that.
Versus Cedric
Top doll. Oh, shit. My bad.
2022.
Shoot. Sorry.
You know, like, Hit Row are heel now?
Who?
Hit Row. They're heels. They're jobber heels now.
Oh, no. Poor Hit
Yeah.
Row.
I know.
Oh. What is Top Dollar gonna do?
Holla holla for Top Dollar.
What? Okay, I don't want to do that, Steven. I don't want to. But what I do want to do is talk to you about the debut of a brand new look for one wrestler in WWE. Okay? Steven, the Ryback has changed up his appearance. He no longer wears singlets. No. He now wears plain black trunks.
Oh, so he downgraded. That's awesome.
I mean, I guess now he gets to show off his abs, you know, his Alex Jones abs. That's awesome.
His Braun Breaker hat.
Yeah, Braun Breaker. I picture him way more having a body type similar to Alex Jones than Braun Breaker at this point in his life.
Super jacked.
Yeah, he kind of is. But
there's a reason why Core is always holding his chest in their photos together.
I mean, true. That's kind of true. Oh shit, I forgot to talk about the other rumored match for WrestleMania, Steven. It's Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt.
That's happening right now, actually.
Oh, well, no, only if Lashley loses tonight, right? Only at the time of this recording. Woo! Oh my god, you're right! That might happen at WrestleMania.
That's happening this year.
Shit! Oh my god, do you remember the match that actually happened at WrestleMania with Brock?
Was it Brock versus Dean with the chainsaw?
It was the chainsaw match of Brock versus Dean. And Steven, I will give you I will Venmo you $25, okay?
Yeah.
If you can tell me what Bray Wyatt did at WrestleMania 32. Do not you dare Google it, okay?
If
you can successfully tell me, I know, but right now $25 is legitimately on the line. If you can tell me what Bray Wyatt did at WrestleMania I will give you
He lost
money.
to John Cena in the fucking last man standing match, where the ref goes, "No, John, don't do it, don't do it, John,
Don't do it, Ryback." Oh. No, unfortunately.
Don't do it.
Unfortunately,
Was this
Steven.
The Rock? Was that the
If
one?
that were your first guess, Steven, you'd be $25 richer.
Pussy.
Steven.
Pussy.
Steven.
Yeah.
What? Then tell me what happened with The Rock. Tell me. If anything even did happen with The Rock.
The Rock came out. Bria's like, "Yo, fuck you, Rock. You're a jabroni." And then Eric Rowan loses.
In how many seconds?
Was it 12 seconds?
Steven, I'll give you one more
Yeah.
guess at the seconds. If you get it right,
5
you'll get...
seconds.
Shit! Steven,
Yeah.
Eric
fuck.
Rowan lost in 6 seconds. You don't
Damn
get the
it.
money. Fuck you.
Fuck.
Loser. That's what you get for Googling it.
I should have said the
Okay?
6 seconds.
I didn't remember this happening. I didn't remember The Rock beating Eric Rowan. Ever.
Poor Eric
I was
Rowan, yeah.
there live for it. I was in attendance for this WrestleMania. You legitimately remembered that, Steven.
Do you not?
No!
Not a true fan?
You remember The Rock coming out, being accosted by Bray Wyatt, and then burying
Not a true
Eric
fan.
Rowan.
Poor Eric Rowan.
Dude, that's
Was Eric Rowan
wild.
ever, like a powerhouse, or was it just a shitty one?
Well, the Bludgeon Brothers were a thing. So,
Yeah.
but Luke Harper was always like the shining star of the Caribbean. So, Steven, that is fucked up that you remember that. And if only you hadn't said the Cena thing first, okay? Because if you hadn't,
Damn it.
I promise you would have money in your account.
Dang it. This is
we'll
why I'll
fig-
never win
We'll put-
Family Feud.
We'll put $25 on the Bahamas game tomorrow, okay? Guys, Steven and I are going to
score.
see the first ever San Antonio Bahamas game. The Rock is going to be there.
35-28. That's my prediction.
In favor of who?
The Bahamas.
If they
Wait, no,
lose,
I actually think
shit.
the Bahamas are like ranked lower. Like pretty low,
No,
actually.
don't say that.
I think the quarterback is ranked like number 10 out of like
Uh-oh.
10 teams.
No, it's 8
That's-
teams. He's ranked 10 out of 8 teams. There are 2 better quarterbacks that are backups on the other teams.
Oh, snort.
This is fucked. This is so fucked. Steven, one last bit of news from this week. It's not even news. I wanted to talk about what the main event was on Raw, just because I thought it was interesting. Do you have any
TJ
guesses?
Perkins versus
What-
Jeff Hardy.
Okay, great guess. That would be an awesome guess for TNA. You know, like a loser leaves town match. But no, the main event on Raw this week was Roman Reigns teaming up with Dean Ambrose to take on... Who is it, Steven? Who'd they fight?
Primetime players.
So close. So close.
Damn it.
Who did the primetime players beat for their titles?
No, not the New Day.
The New Day.
No.
The New Day lost to Roman and Dean. And then the New Day do a post-match beatdown on Roman and Dean, which sets up for Brock Lesnar to come out and then beat up Dean Ambrose more. Oh,
What?
just crazy. I don't remember the New Day and Brock being in cahoots, but here they were in 2016.
Brock, my homie.
It's so true. So, Steven, that was the week of February 3rd, 2016, the peak year in professional wrestling. So, wow, what a time. What are you ready
This
for
was awesome.
our week of current events from this actual week in wrestling, Steven?
Maybe.
Okay, then
Maybe.
let's go ahead and get to it.
Welcome back, everybody, to This Week in Wrestling. Oh my gosh, what day is it today? It is the 18th of February. Valentine's just happened. How was your Valentine's? Did you do anything
Valentine's
cool?
was like a week ago by the time this podcast comes out, Steven. What the
That's when we're
fuck?
recording. That's
Oh,
the
I
week
guess.
we're talking about the wrestling news in.
I guess. No, you're right. I went to bingo on Valentine's Day. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Hey,
I
bingo.
forgot cash. So, like, I that
Just
was
gonna
not
play, except
good.
to listen.
Yeah, I just listened to bingo for 6 hours. It was awesome. So, what'd you do on Valentine's Day?
Did my homework.
With your girlfriend?
Girlfriend looks like Paige.
That's so distracting. If your girlfriend looks like Paige and she's next to you while you're doing your homework, how can you even focus?
2016.
2016 Paige? I mean, honestly, I'd shoot for 2014 Paige if we're being real about it. But 2016 is still admirable. Oh my god, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Your page we're allowed to go back to. Anyways.
Yes.
Vince wanting to sell the Fed for $9 billion today.
I did, but who said that? Who says that number?
No idea. It was just
Sean Ross Sapp. Sean Ross Sapp was my favorite guy like a year ago. If you listen to early Following Lucha, you hear me always give props to Sean Ross Sapp. Yeah. Now, dude is such a tool, okay? Like, such a tool. He's the reason everyone reported all the Saudi Arabia shit, which is just so dumb. Whatever, Steven. But listen. Look here and listen. We got to talk about the current events. I don't know if Vince is selling to the Saudis. I don't know if he's selling for $9 billion. If he does, I hope it's the Shad Khan. Okay, this is what I hope. But, Steven, we talked earlier. We teased earlier today on the podcast that we're going to have a big Wes Lee story. Are you ready for it?
What is it?
The former Desmond Xavier did an interview recently, and he said that wrestlers really need to pay attention to their hygiene. They really need to pay... Guys, please take a shower. Please wash your hair. And he said it's not that big of a problem in WWE, but indie wrestlers used to smell like shit. He said indie wrestlers smell like ass, okay?
Yeah, this guy's gimmick was smoking weed.
It's true. So if he's smelling it through all of that, just like that cloud that's around him, that smog, it has to be intense.
The fog.
It's true. So,
I can see it.
You could see the indie wrestlers smelling?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. I have to be honest, Steven. I feel like I get along with most people. There aren't many people I would say I dislike, right?
Wes Lee.
I love Wes Lee. I think Desmond Xavier is awesome. But
yeah? What's his finisher?
His finisher?
Yeah.
It's the Van Daminator.
Of course.
Yeah. I know, man. Of course. I know my Wes Lee.
Should have known.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm a big Wes Lee connoisseur, you know? I know my moves.
Exactly. Steven, I feel like I don't dislike people very often. But the only person I can think of that I actively disliked when I met them and had the occasion of talking to a whole bunch was this guy at the indie wrestling promotion I worked for last year, okay? Just so... Steven, come back! Okay, thank you, Steven. No, I saw.
I was making this disgusting face ever to this guy.
No.
The pure thought of him just made me cringe.
No, but I think indie... Because you always hear people say, indie wrestling attracts, the worst people. I think that's true. I really think it does. I think wrestling
Redditors?
In general probably attracts the worst people. Because we're
I think,
not,
this is why I'm kind of, not really for AEW fans. I think they're kind of annoying.
Yeah, fuck AEW. They're all annoying. Honestly, AEW.
Did you remember the last AEW episode being the worst one ever? Apparently, there's been big riots about it. Yeah, I don't watch AEW. I wouldn't know.
Do they have fucking Rick Ross back on? Because I could buy it if so.
I love how we're part of one of the worst segments of all time in AEW.
I heard Keith Lee made his return from that segment where he had his head put through a cinder block. Why do the large black men get relegated to having their heads smacked through cinder blocks? Okay, this is way too coincidental. Yeah, this is fucked up. This is targeted. This is not okay.
You know what's really cool in AEW though? I liked Ricky Starks. He was pretty cool. You know.
Yeah, but he's still fighting Jericho, which is lame. You know.
Jericho. I like how his gimmick is just you're over. Here, let me. You're in a storyline with me now, okay? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit. Jericho, by the way, speaking of Jericho's flip-floppiness, okay? He just tweeted out this week, in response to a fan.
For Trump.
He did not tweet that, though I imagine the sentiment would be true. A fan tweeted at him a still photo from his match with CM Punk at WrestleMania 27, I think it was, or 28. And Jericho responded to it, and he said, "I always loved working with CM Punk." Which... I hate Chris Jericho. I love Chris Jericho. I hate Chris Jericho, okay? This is the man who was like legit on Twitter the other week saying that Punk sucks and is a cancer to the locker room and all this stuff. And Chris Jericho's awesome, but Chris Jericho sucks. You know, Steven?
I like the early 2000s Chris Jericho.
Why? You were a baby.
Exactly. I like the idea of this concept of this band existing.
Okay. You like his ponytail? Me too. I like the split pony as well, Steven. I do as well.
Dude, the goatee was weird though. You know, when he had that goatee, it's kind of like, not the best thing ever for him.
Yeah,
You know?
I understand. But Steven, I have even better Chris Jericho news, okay? Something that redeems him in my eyes from his flip-flopping on CM Punk, okay?
Yeah?
And that is that this man on his podcast this week admitted that whenever there is a match involving blood in AEW where someone has to blade, Chris Jericho is the man who makes the blade for the match. Because he's the only one who knows how. This
Just
is
a razor?
Well, I guess you have to prepare it right so you don't cut yourself during the match. Because wrestlers keep it in their wrist tape or in their mouth. Them? You would think, right? Like after 4 years of making all the blades.
I know that.
Oh, like there's no way he's doing it for Moxley, right? Like there's absolutely no way. Like Jungle Boy, I could see that, right? Like sure.
Yeah.
But like Dustin Rhodes probably doesn't need Jericho to teach him how to make a blade. I just don't think that's true. I just don't.
That's just the razor blade, right? But just kind of dull.
Well, you wrap it up in tape and stuff too, so that it doesn't cut you on like the edges, I think. But like you break it in half, you wrap it up, and then you stuff it in your tape.
Yeah.
Or some
So
shit.
do not just? Can you just use Google? Like
maybe they're too afraid. Like Adam Cole doesn't want to cut his fingers, so he makes Chris Jericho do it.
Adam Cole.
Yeah, poor Adam. So that's tough.
It's crazy how the Undisputed Era was like the thing for NXT.
Yeah. Imagine Bobby Fish being part of the thing for your company.
You know what's crazy, actually? Remember when like Vince was like for Adam Cole being Keith Lee's manager? If that were to happen,
oh my god, I forgot about that.
Adam Cole were to stay in WWE, he would have been wrestling like right now.
Huh? You don't think he would have been released?
No, because like
Jonah.
I mean, because like Triple H like made fucking LA Knight back, right?
Triple H. Oh, I guess, and they brought Karrion Kross back and all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, Karrion Kross is awesome, dude. That guy is so sick. I love his reactions he get every week.
Steven, should we make a wager right now about if Bronson Reed walks out of Elimination Chamber as U.S. champion?
Dude, I thought Madcap Moss was gonna be the Intercontinental champion, dude.
Oh, is he fighting Gunther? Damn, that's tough.
He lost to Gunther like yesterday.
That's fucked up. But did you see the man that Jonah Rock, that Bronson Reed, who he fights for, The Miz? He was dipping his toes outside of pro wrestling, Steven, okay? I was at a place called Punch Social yesterday with my girlfriend who looks like Paige and my parents, right? Mm-hmm. And we went to... Wait, no, I already said it. It was Punch Bowl Social. This like place with games and stuff in Austin. And on the TVs, there was ESPN. And they were showing like the XFL game. It was an exciting time, right? And they cut off the XFL game. And The Miz was there. Mike The Miz Mizanin was on ESPN. And I said, oh my goodness, what is The Miz talking about? And he was gesticulating with his hands. He was doing crazy shit, okay?
He was doing Miz stuff. That was awesome.
And then I find out that The Miz is part of the NBA All-Star Game. Did you watch the NBA All-Star Game, Steven? The Celebrity All-Star Game? Why not?
Did he win?
Listen, The Miz's team was at like a 3-point deficit. Okay, they were 3 points down when there were 2 seconds left on the clock in the game. And in the Celebrity NBA game, Steven, they have special rules where if you shoot the ball from, I think, like half court, you can score 4 points.
Did he make a half court shot to fucking clutch the game?
There are 3 seconds left on the clock. The Miz leaps in the air, chucks the ball, and scores a 4-pointer.
Holy shit!
It's in a buzzer beater, yeah. And that was The Miz. Like, it wasn't just The Miz's team. That was The Miz who scored it. The Miz is celebrating. He's going wild. The announcers are screaming, right? And then one of the announcers pipes up and is like, guys, I think there may be a dispute here. I see the referee. Oh, The call has been reversed. The Miz shot the ball after the buzzer.
Bruh.
The Miz scored a 4-pointer to win the game, but he was 1 second too late, like a half a second too late.
Like a fucking Disney movie plot, dude.
It's fucked up, okay? Poor Miz. He doesn't even know. Miz, all the commentators are sad, like, oh, they lost, and the Miz is still celebrating on the court. Yeah. It's
Poor
devastating.
Miz. I'm gonna watch it right now on Twitter.
You should. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god. He's like the only one celebrating because I assume it's like before like an actual game, right?
That was the game. That was the buzzer beater. What?
Oh.
Like they are there for the celebrity game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The commentators
Miz
were
played
wild.
basketball in high school, right? Dude,
how am I supposed to know
so fucking
that?
much. Holy shit.
Hell, I would be too, man. I just won the game with a 4-point buzzer beater, bro.
He got cooked so hard.
Dude, it was sick as hell. Poor Miz.
Poor Miz, dude. That's what's
Routinely
missing
getting
ever,
cucked.
dude.
It really is. It really. If the Dexter Loomis story were going on, it would have been so sick if Dexter were just like in
No.
the crowd. Oh.
Now he's doing a storyline with... Who is he actually doing a storyline with? I don't remember.
Maybe he'll show up during the Elimination Chamber tonight, because Johnny and Austin Theory are going to be in the match. Steven, tell me what Dexter's doing. I need to know.
Oh, he's tag teaming with Johnny Gargano right now.
Oh, that's so lame. I wouldn't
love
wish
it.
that upon anyone. You know, like that's so sad.
It's a fate worse than
Wasn't
death.
Velveteen Dream's final feud with Dexter? I feel like it
Hype,
was.
actually.
I mean, honestly, if Dream weren't Dream, that would be so sick. Okay,
Oh.
it's whatever.
But he is.
It's whatever. Steven, let's talk AEW. Let's talk the cleaner Kenny Omega.
Oh, it's
all
Rick
the
Boogs.
rumors.
That's who he's jobbing to. The Miz jobbed to Rick Boogs like 2 weeks in a row.
That's awesome. I love The Miz, but I'm A-okay with that, okay? I am fine with that.
Fate worse
So-
than death.
The rumors are that Kenny Omega's contract is up soon with AEW. And that WWE is scouting him, Steven, okay? Tony Khan has gone so far as to say WWE has like definitely tampered with my contracts,
Is he the one,
allegedly.
like, screaming about like the journalist dude who was like a one WWE show.
Listen, Steven, Ariel
Yeah.
Helwani is a graduate of Syracuse University. He's the premier journalist for mixed martial arts, MMA Hour. He's like the
Combat
biggest
sports.
name in the industry, right? And a few years ago, he started dipping his feet more into pro wrestling. He's always been a fan. And a few months ago, Ariel Helwani did an interview with Tony Khan. And Ariel, it was so awkward, by the way. It was really tense and awkward, the interview. And then after the interview, Ariel went on his show and was like, my Tony Khan interview was my least favorite and most painful interview of my life.
Oh no!
Which is real fucked.
Buried the shit out of Tony Khan.
Like, a journalist should never say that, even if it's true, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you just don't do that. And then this fucking journalist, again, mixed martial arts, he's the guy. Dana White kicked him out of the UFC for like a few years too, which is kind of wild.
That happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. But Ariel shows up and he's one of the broadcasters for SmackDown in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Stephen. He's like
Right.
in that Sam Roberts, Kathy Kelly role of like doing a stand-up in the crowd. But like, that's a big no-no for a real journalist, because now you're being paid by the company you report on. That's a conflict of interest. And so
Well,
Tony
Meltzer.
Khan is so... Meltzer? You think he's
No.
getting paid by Tony, by TK?
Maybe that's why he's been really moody recently with AEW.
Well,
He hasn't been
Dave's
getting paid.
been doing a good job of what's it called? You think he's been paying Ariel and Ariel fucked him? That's so sad. No, but Dave's been doing a good job of rebranding from a journalist to historian. Because I feel like Dave calling himself an historian is like just a way better role.
How
for
he
him
gets
to
into
be
the
in.
documentaries.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe. But Ariel, again, is presumably, maybe he did it pro bono, but he's presumably getting paid by WWE to be there. And even if he's not, it's still exposure, blah, 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 still conflict of interest. And so TK tweets out, nice unbiased journalism at Ariel Helwani. At Tony Schiavone is about as real of a journalist as you are. What?
Oh,
Why is Tony in this conversation? Poor Tony.
Yes. You're
Damn.
as journalist as Tom Phillips.
Shit, not Tom Hagerford. That's so messed up. That's so sad. And then Ariel Helwani tweeted back at him, was like, "Yeah, I love you, TK."
Shut up, virgin.
That'd be awesome. That'd be sick as hell. What if he had just tweeted? What if Ariel had tweeted back with a photo of TK in glasses? That would have been such a sick move. Oh my god.
What were we talking about before this whole thing?
Oh, Kenny Omega.
Oh.
Is he going to WWE, Steven? Give us the scoop. Give us the scoop. I'm gonna DM Sean Ross Sapp whatever your answer is.
Let me go to my source, Chat GPT. Ask the AI robots.
Sources say.
Okay. Well,
oh my god.
Kenny Omega go to the WWE.
I'm gonna guess ChatGPT says I cannot speculate on someone's contract and blah 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 blah. That's what I bet.
As an AI language model, I don't have access to privileged information or insider knowledge about individual decisions or pro wrestling. And we can only rely on publicly available information.
Do this. Generate role play between Kenny Omega signing a contract with Paul Levesque. Okay?
Okay. Generate
role play of Kenny Omega signing a contract with Paul Levesque. And good luck spelling Levesque.
No, it's my weakness.
It really is. It really is. Okay, Steven.
How do you spell that? That's a crazy name.
It's spelled like Levesque. Levesque, I think. Am I right? I hope I'm right. Yeah, something like that.
That sounds so crazy. All right.
Sorry, man. Let's see.
Something went wrong with the conversation.
No, I need ChatGPT to work, Steven. I need this. I need to know if Kenny's signing.
The bot is having so many errors right now.
Steven, I need help. I need help. I need Kenny's info.
All right.
Sean Ross Sapp needs the scoop.
All right. Here's
Come
a
on.
role-play scenario of Kenny Omega signing a contract with Paul Levesque.
No. This is shoot. We had video cameras set up in Paul's office. This is a conversation that just leaked.
Setting: a conference room in WWE headquarters. Stamford,
exactly.
Connecticut. Kenny Omega sits across the table from Triple H, who holds a contract in his hand. Kenny, it's great to finally meet you in person. I've been meeting your career for a long time, and I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to bring you to the WWE family. Thanks, Triple H. It's an honor to be here. I've always respected what you've done in the business. Well, not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you. So let's get down to business. I have a contract here that I think you're gonna like. Triple H slides the contract across the table to Kenny, who takes a few moments to read through it. The fuck? This looks great. The money is definitely there. And I like the creative control you're offering.
Scoop?
AI.
Following Lucha Scoop? Kenny Omega, Executive Vice President of WWE? Scoop?
He owns Triple H. We believe in giving our performers freedom to be themselves and bring their own unique style to the ring. And we believe that we're gonna be a great fit with our roster. I agree. I'm looking for a new challenge, and I think the WWE is the perfect place for me to showcase my talents. We are thrilled to have you on board. So, are you ready to sign on the dotted line?
Oh, is he gonna
Kenny
do
Omega nods, and Triple H hands him a pin. Kenny Omega signs the contract, and Triple H signs his hands. Shakes his hands.
Signs his hand? Fuck.
Welcome to the WWE, Kenny. We can't wait to see what you're going to bring to the table. Thanks, Triple H. I'm looking forward to it.
Wow.
This is exclusive.
Big news. Exclusive news. Kenny Omega got his hands autographed by Triple H. And then also has full creative control. Kenny Omega has the Apollo Crews gimmick. Kenny Omega has the Booker sheet every week. Steven, it all makes sense. It also that he would, that fucking anime nerd would do a Death Note gimmick. Fuck him. But shoot, Steven, that's some big news. I don't know how we top it.
I put in predict the WWE Elimination Chamber 2023 card.
Oh, good. Great.
Here's what it said. Universal Championship Elimination Chamber match. So it's already wrong.
Nope. This is good.
Off the bat.
Plans are changing. Sami Zayn.
Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley.
Sammy got cooked.
Yeah, for Sammy. WWE Championship match. Big E
Oh. Is he the
versus
challenger?
AJ Styles. No, he's champion. Big E's
Okay,
champion.
so 2 injured men. We're having a man with a broken neck and a man with like a broken leg just fighting for the title. That's awesome. Okay.
The Raw Women's title. Becky Lynch, champion, versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley.
Whoa.
SmackDown's Women's Championship match. Sasha Banks, champion,
Wow. Great.
versus Bianca Belair. Can you predict the U.S. title match?
Is it in the Elimination Chamber like I was thinking?
Nope.
I'm gonna go with United States Champion Lashley.
Nope. Damian Priest versus Apollo Crews.
Sounds horrible. That sounds miserable.
And the Intercontinental Championship matches. Shinsuke Nakamura, champion, versus Cesaro. What year is this?
What? Yeah. I don't. Can you just ask ChatGPT if Sami Zayn is winning the Universal title tonight?
Well, there's more.
Oh, great.
The
Sorry,
women's
my bad.
tag
Maybe we
team
get to
match,
that.
Of course, the Kabuki Warriors,
Jesus
champion,
Christ.
versus the Iconics.
This is New Japan got fucked. Mercedes and Kyrie left them high and dry after their one match together. This is why they didn't let women in the company for years,
There's also
okay?
the Raw Tag Team title match of the Street Profits, champion, versus the Hurt Business.
I love the Hurt Business, which now consists of... Does it specify?
Cedric and Shelton.
Wow, my favorite members of the Hurt Business. So, Steven, is that it for the card, please?
Yeah, that's the card.
Oh, thank God. What a stacked show from 2017. Maybe more like 2021, but still. Do we have the Sami Zayn results?
Oh, I didn't put that in yet.
What the fuck, Steven? I need to know Sammy's winning. That's our last prediction I need. Steven, I need to know. It's Sami Zayn. It's Roman Reigns, the bloodline versus
Roman Reigns
the Montreal man. I need to know.
for 23 for the title.
Let's go. Is Jey Uso going to side with Sammy? Is he going to go turn his back on Sammy and go
As
back to
an
the
AI,
bloodline?
he is not able to predict the future with certainty. But WWE has not announced any plans for an Ubu Championship match between Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber 2023
Damn it.
pay-per-view.
Well, I guess that's it. Sami
Maybe
Zayn
I
does
don't
not get a
put-
shot.
Maybe I don't put Ubu title. I don't think it recognizes that as like an abbreviation for the title.
I feel like it's just not going to predict anything anyways, you know?
Hey?
Like, Steven, we
However,
gotta
if
get
such
past
a match
this.
were to happen, the outcome would depend on WWE's storyline plans at the time.
Jesus
Both
Christ,
Sami and
I
Roman
know.
are talented performers. Yeah, we're not getting anything from it.
Fuck, man. Fuck. Damn it. Can you generate a hypothetical match between
Roleplay.
Roman roleplay Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns
Roleplay
for the
Sami
championship
Zayn
tonight?
Versus Roman Reigns.
Reigns.
Or the Universal.
Sammy,
What is it called?
get
What's the full
fucked.
title called?
The WWE Universal Undisputed Heavyweight Championship.
Undisputed Heavyweight? What's the
Universal WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Undisputed. Okay.
Or just the WWE title. It'll catch your drift, you know?
No, it won't.
Yes, it will. It's smart.
Sure. Here's a roleplay scenario of Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal
No,
Championship.
here's the
Fuck you.
script. We got the script, okay?
We got the script, guys. The Elimination Chamber 2023 pay-per-view is underway, and the sold-out crowd is eagerly anticipating the main event, a clash between Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship. As the ring announcer begins to introduce the competitors, the crowd erupts in cheers and boos respectively.
Poor Mike
Ladies
Rome.
and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in 205 pounds, Sami Zayn.
I like to think it's
Sami
Ariel
Zayn's-
Helwani doing the announcements. That'd be sick.
Sami Zayn's music hits and the crowd gives him a mixed reaction.
No! What happened?
As he makes his way to the ring, accompanied by his trusted cameraman, Logan Paul.
That's why the mixed reaction. It makes sense now. It makes sense now.
And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds,
yes,
he is the
Pensacola.
WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. The crowd erupts into a chorus of boos.
Yeah!
Reigns makes his way to the ring, flanked by special counsel, Paul Heyman. The referee... This is a long fucking roleplay. The referee holds up the Universal Championship and signals for the bell to start the match. Sami and Roman circle each other in the ring, both looking for an opening. Suddenly, Sami charges at Roman, but Roman quickly sidesteps him and steps him crashing into the turnbuckle. Sami bounces off the turnbuckle and stumbles back towards Roman, who catches him with a powerful clothesline. The crowd boos as Roman starts to assert his dominance, pummeling Sami with a series of punches and
it's
kicks.
his yard.
Sami struggles to get back to his feet, but Roman stays on the offense, locking him into a headlock. Sami manages to break free and hits Roman with a drop kick, sending him crashing to the mat. He quickly climbs to the top rope and jumps off with a diving crossbody. But Roman catches him in midair and counters with a Samoan drop.
Whoa!
Gas as Roman covers Sami for the pin, but Sami kicks out just before the 3 count. Roman looks frustrated but remains focused. Locking Sami into a submission hold. Sami struggles to break free, but eventually manages to get to the ropes, forcing Roman to break the hold.
Thank God.
The match continues with both wrestlers trading blows and near falls. Eventually, Sami manages to hit Roman Reigns with his signature Blue Thunder Bomb and goes for the cover.
The crowd must have gone wild.
In anticipation as the referee counts to 2, but Roman kicks out just in time. Sami looks shocked but quickly recovers, climbing to the top rope once again. As Sami jumps off of a flying move. What flying move?
A flying nothing. He's just flat on the Roman, yeah.
Roman counters with a spear, taking Sami out of the air and crashing.
It was
into
a
the mat.
flying nothing where you jump and then nothing happens, so you're getting hit. Oh my God.
Roman covers Sami for the pin, and this time there is no escape. The referee counts to 3. Roman Reigns retains the WWE Universal Championship. Here's your winner and still WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. The crowd boos loudly as Roman and Paul Heyman celebrates in the ring.
What does Logan do?
Sami gets to find out eventually. Sami Zayn looks devastated as he makes his way to the back, accompanied by Logan Paul.
Oh, good. Great.
We didn't forget.
It's cameraman, of course.
Overall, it was a hard-fought match.
Yeah.
Both Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns putting on a great performance. In the end, Roman Reigns emerged victorious, proving once again why he is one of the top wrestlers in the WWE.
Ooh, wow. Hell yeah.
See, that's happening last week for listeners.
Wow, that's so underwhelming. What the fuck? I was really hoping for a Sami win, but it's fine, man.
Well, if Sami loses to a flying nothing into a spear, you'll know now.
Shit, it might though. Damn. You know what could be a really cool ending?
Was it the fucking haluva kick into the spear?
That's what I'm thinking. A haluva kick into the spear, but Sami doesn't get his leg down, so he gets speared with his fucking leg up like this. That'd be awesome.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh man, poor Sami.
That'd be badass.
Anyways,
shit.
Any other current news?
Sami Zayn has a CFO $ theme back, so that's good.
Gonna last?
I mean, they brought it back last night.
What
so
if they get
I
a new
hope.
theme song for tomorrow
I don't know, man.
or today?
That'd be so shit.
Or last week.
What?
I mean, is that for Johnny Gargano?
But like, it wasn't a hometown thing. Like hometown championship match. Everyone knows. Like everyone knows.
Who knows?
Listen, Steven, but that is all the news that I had. I heard you had a little bit of news for me though.
Yeah, I got some great news. They announced the full roster for WWE 2K23 pre-DLC.
Wow.
Are you ready for me to list off every wrestler?
Every wrestler. Fuck. Go for it.
Adam Pearce.
Okay, great. He's playable as a wrestler.
And there's a manager.
Okay.
AJ Styles. Akira Tozawa. Alba Fire.
Who? Is that
who's the one
Kaylee
chick
Ray?
from NXT? Yeah, I think it's Kaylee Ray.
Okay.
Alexa Bliss.
Who?
Alea, let's go.
Aaliyah! Yay!
Oh, yeah. Andre the Giant.
Okay.
Angel Garza. Angelo Dawkins.
Imagine if Andre knew that. If Andre could see the future and know that he's going to be sandwiched between Aaliyah and Angel Garza on the lineup, that'd be so sad. Whatever.
Asuka.
Okay.
Apollo Crews.
We are still in the A's.
Austin Theory.
Wow.
Axiom. That's my wrestler, you know?
There's no way Axiom's in the game. Don't
Axiom's
you lie
in the
to
game,
me.
dude.
That bitch
He is.
better be DLC if he's in the game, okay? He is
Again?
not.
Was he DLC last time?
Axiom?
No, A-Kid.
There's no way anyone would have paid for an A-Kid DLC.
It was AK DLC.
No. I refuse this
Bad
premise. Okay.
Batista.
Batista.
Leviathan. OVW Batista.
Oh, okay.
Bailey.
Okay.
Becky Lynch. Beth
Cool.
Phoenix.
Great.
Bianca Belair. Big
Yo.
Boss Man.
Okay.
Big E.
Okay.
Bobby Lashley.
Wow.
Boogeyman. I'm excited
Yo.
for Boogeyman. I'm gonna
Me
be
too.
honest with you.
Is Little Boogeyman also in this game?
Nope, just
I guess
Booker
we're
T.
not to the L's yet.
We'll find out eventually.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman. Bret the Hitman Hart. Brie
Oh,
Bella.
rest in peace.
The British Bulldog. Davey Boy Smith.
Woo.
Brock Lesnar. Developmental Rookie OVW. Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
SummerSlam 03. Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
Braun Breaker. Bruno Sammartino, which is fucking crazy.
So you're telling me I could have a fatal four-way between Brock Lesnar OVW style, and Brock Lesnar SummerSlam 05 style, and Bruno Sammartino? Holy
What a
shit.
dream match.
Wow.
Wow. Brutus Creed.
Great.
Butch.
Okay, that's fair.
Cactus Jack.
Okay.
Cameron Grimes.
Okay. Does he do the stomp in
Carmella?
the game? Okay, Fabulous.
Carmelo Hayes.
Okay. I mean,
Cedric Alexander.
ooh.
Chad Gable.
Okay. When do we get to names that are exciting?
Charlotte Flair.
Love
China.
the Queen.
That's a pretty big
Wow.
one.
I mean, I guess she's been in it for a couple years though.
American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes. My personal favorite. Commander Aziz.
Wow.
course.
Crazy.
My other personal favorite. Cora Jade, of course.
Whoa.
Of course.
Don't tell me Trey
Cruz-
Baxter's in this game.
Del Toro.
Who?
I don't know.
Is that Jonathan Cruz?
Who is this? It might be like
Cruz
the guy
Del
from
Toro?
like. Might be the guy like. Who's with Phantasmo or whatever.
Well, the guy with
The one that's not
Phantasmo
DJ Z.
is Raul Mendoza.
That's his new name now, dude. You know.
Raul Mendoza has a new name?
Apparently.
But Raul Mendoza rolled off the tongue.
Dakota Kai. Damian
King Kip.
Priest.
Yo.
Dana Brooke.
Yo, I'm not
Dexter
your enemy.
Loomis. Diesel.
Okay.
Doink the Clown, another personal favorite of mine.
Is Dink in the game?
Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Another favorite of mine.
Is
Doudrop.
little Dominic in the game?
Drew Gulak.
Oh.
Drew McIntyre. Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh.
Edge.
Whoa.
SummerSlam 06 Edge.
Wow.
Elias. Eric Bischoff.
I unfollowed Elias on Instagram earlier. Just fun fact.
No.
I know.
Why?
Just it was boring. It was all wrestling.
Eric. Ezekiel.
Why are we only let's fucking go, Ezekiel. Why are we only in the E's? Steven, I can't do this for
There's a lot of
another 15
wrestler.
minutes.
Farouk.
Yeah, when you suggested this segment, I was like, oh, there must be fewer wrestlers this
Finn
year.
Balor.
I knew this was going to be bad.
Gigi Dolan.
Is she the one who
Giovanni
won
Vinci?
the My Girlfriend Looks Like Paige award, Gigi Dolan?
She might have.
Or maybe it was Rhea
Goldberg.
Ripley.
Grayson Waller. Gunther. Hulk Hogan. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Roberto Carrillo. Elijah
He's
Dragunov.
just Carrillo now. No, sorry, he's just Umberto now.
Oh, poor guy. Indy Hartwell, Ivar, Io Sky, JC Jane, Jake the Snakes Roberts, JBL, JD McDonald, Jerry the King Lawler, Jay Uso, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Jimmy Uso, Jinder Mahal, Joaquin Wilde, John Cena, Prototype John Cena, Dr.
did not
Duncan John
pronounce
Cena,
Joaquin that way, holy
Developmental
fuck.
Rookie OVW John Cena, SummerSlam 06 John Cena, Night of Champions 08 John Cena, SummerSlam 16 John Cena,
Jesus
WrestleMania
fuck.
14 John Cena, Johnny Gargano, Julius Creed, Kane, Karrion Kross, Katana Chance, Caden Carter, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Kurt Angle, LA Knight, Lacey Evans, Lita, Liv Morgan, Logan Paul, Ludwig Kaiser, Massey, Madcap Moss, Mansoir, Maurice, Matt Riddle,
I would
Molly
have loved
Holly,
to be sandwiched
Montez
between
Ford,
them.
Mr. McMahon, Mustafa Ali, MVP, Natalia, Nikki Ash, Nikki Bella, Nikita Lyons, Noam Dar,
Nikita Lyons, let's go.
Noam Dar.
Noam Dar, of course, man. Pinky's up or something. I don't know what his gimmick was.
Otis, Paul Heyman, Queen Zelina, R-Truth, Randy Orton, Developmental Rookie, OVW, Randy Orton, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Raquel Rodriguez, Razor Ramon, Reggie,
Jesus Christ.
Rey Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Rick Boogs, Ricochet, Rich Holland, Rick Kishi, Rob Van Dam, Robert Roode, Rowdy Piper, Roman Reigns, Ronda Rousey, Roxanne Perez, Sami Zayn, Santos Escobar, Scarlett, Scott Hall, Seth freaking Rollins,
I heard Scarlett's not in the game.
Shanky, Heartbreak Pid, Shawn Michaels,
Shanky?
Shayna Baszler, Sheamus, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shotzi, Solo Sikoa, Sonya Deville, Stacey Keibler, Stephanie McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
God.
6? Who the fuck is 6?
That's X-Pac, bro.
T-Bar, Tamina, The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, The Hurricane, The Miz, The Rock, Titus O'Neil, Tommaso Ciampa, Triple H, Night of Champions 08, Triple H, Trish Stratus, Tyler Bate, Ultimate Warrior, Umaga, Undertaker, Vengeance 3, Undertaker, WrestleMania 34, Taker, Vader, Veer Mahaman, Wes Lee, X-Pac, Xavier Woods, Xia Li, Yokozuna, and Zoe Starks. Oh,
So there's 6 but no X-Pac?
yeah.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not X-Pac then. What the fuck? Okay.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
either way, Steven, that sucked. That was horrible.
What a great list.
That was horrible. Why did you
What an
feed
amazing
that?
list.
That was surely over 100 people. And for what reason?
No, it was. It was actually 100.
Yeah, let's get this accurate. I don't want to slander 2K.
181 people.
Wow,
Minus
so almost
DLC.
200. And that,
Won't
you're
be
right, that's
200
not
with the
including
DLC.
the big DLC where they've left such stars as to be added. So, Steven,
Oh my
I-
god, it's Reggie with a mask. That's crazy.
oh my god, the Ariel Helwani pack? This is so exciting. Whoa. He's my favorite WWE superstar.
Oh wait, they're not the Good Brothers.
I can't wait for their DLC bundle. I can
Let's
get
go.
Carl and Luke. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is sick. This is bad. I want an Ariel
This is
Helwani
awesome.
Build-A-Figure. I want a Toys R Us exclusive Build-A-Figure. Holy shit, Steven. That'd be awesome.
And that's been this week's Following Lucha episode.
Shout out to Tony Khan.
If you want to subscribe, you could do that. If you want to not, you can also do that. You can comment if you want.
Oh, did you see Conan being racist? This is not a news story I wrote down, but I just remember it.
What?
Yeah, Conan did on his podcast, or maybe it was in an interview, said that he got really offended when Konosuke Takeshita did the shimmy for Eddie in the corner before a frog splash, and said, "Bro, you're not Mexican. Why the fuck you do that? If I saw you in person,
I'll beat the shit out of you.
man." I mean, that
Marky
was
Mark.
it felt implied. It felt implied that
Remember
Conan
Marky
would like
Mark beat up
half
some
a
Asian
lung
dude on the
missing.
streets.
What?
Yeah.
Like Prince Puma style?
Like legit
Yo.
beat up a guy in the streets because he was Asian. It was crazy.
Marky Mark
Yeah, Marky Mark.
of Funky Bunch fame.
Yes, of
Holy shit.
Transformers Age of Extinction fame.
Wow, from that movie with Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Pain and Gain.
Of
Wow.
that fame and Uncharted fame with Tom Holland.
Holy shit! How long
know.
ago was this?
I don't remember. Probably like the 80s or something, or 90s. Oh
Well, as we say every week on this podcast, hashtag Stop Asian Hate. We will be back next week with more Following Lucha. Steven, any words for the audience?
Hey yo, bye, yo.
Great.